Everybody,
Ooh.
how are you doing? And I have done everything today. Amazingly. I not only have I updated the title on the screen and everything. I've done it all. I have tabletop audio open and everything. I remembered.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh la la.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
oh
like
la
it.
la.
Oh la la.
But
that French.
what isn't complete tonight, though, mind you, is this episode. And hi, Goon. As you can see, I'm already wearing the unicorn horn. Fuck you. But I still love you. It is episode 12 of chapter 3, aptly named Interrogation with the Elf, because that is all I am aware you guys are doing at the minute. Because we ended last session with you guys defeating the bandits and taking captive the one you presume to be the leader. You thoroughly tied him up, and with multiple different people looting bodies, you managed to tie him up. You've put a zone of truth down in which Vlad, Nivara, and Josiah are inside, while Dax and Barnett loot. So I am going to move Liam out the way because you shouldn't be there. You all failed the zone of truth, although both Josiah, Vlad, Josiah and Nivara tried to save and failed, the same as the bandit leader as well. And before we officially start this session, Paul has requested a Dungeons and Dragons joke. So, allow me to indulge you, my dear friend.
I thought I'd start on a high.
Well.
Oh.
Are we ready? What do you call a goblin vampire?
No idea.
A hemogoblin.
Oh.
I'm laughing because how bad that was.
You asked for it.
You did.
I know, but it's so funny because it's bad.
You wanted this call.
What is a juice that can cause paralysis? Kool-Aid.
I don't know.
Squirrels and orchid juice.
Orchid juice.
What do you call a Minotaur's big brother? A Maxator.
Go on. Oh, God.
And you
Make
know,
it worse. Just stop.
No.
to
One
Matt.
One more, and then to Matt. Why is a broken drum the best instrument for a bard? Because it just can't be beat.
Oh.
And that, my friends, is the start of our session. We're starting on a
Go
high
on,
note.
Matt. You take over.
What?
What is Matt taking over?
No.
Jokes,
He's
it's the
right.
joke master.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Apparently not. Fuck off.
So, we're going to start this episode, and we're going to start the episode with the interrogation, obviously, and then we'll get you guys to do some rollings. 1 second. What, Kai? I don't have green, no. No. Anyway. Sorry, it's the neighbour's lad. Because they're here to visit the cats.
Is he properly clothed now, though?
Oh no, he was fully dressed. He was just, commando.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's a completely different conversation. Okay, fair
That's
enough.
a lot better, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Should we
literally.
just walk
Literally.
past this? Let's just get past it.
No. The
Yeah,
point
that's-
is, the point is, you guys asked for it. Mum was being a retard, and I said I wasn't going to tell you.
God, Danny.
I know, but I'm like.
Live on the internet, don't swear.
Anyway.
Cut this out. Cut it.
Yeah. We'll fix it in post, even though the post doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the D&D streams, they go up raw, so like, shit like this is just gonna stay.
Oh. Okay.
So, starting with the interrogation. The Zone of Truth is cast by our dear Vlad. The rolls were made by the 3 that are inside the zone, and everybody failed, from what I remember. Yeah, I rolled a natural 1, Josiah rolled an 11, and Nivara, you rolled twice and got a 6 and a 7 respectively.
Yeah, because I redid.
I chose to fail.
Yes. The DC
Okay.
was 15. Everybody failed. It's
Chronal.
inside.
I've Chronal Shift.
That was
I
what it
remember
was,
now because
yeah.
I've gone for a 6 and then got a 7.
And as I
Yep,
said,
yep, yep.
Dax and Barney, and I'm assuming Polar because I can't see her on the map, are
I'm
loot.
far south.
Yeah, I see now. Yeah,
I'm way out the way.
They're looting.
Looting.
So we'll get to those in a second because, there might be some interesting trinkets and stuff. But who would like to take first moment? Currently, your man here that is tied up is not gagged, but he's bound. And he has had his items taken away that may or may not be like arcane focuses and such.
Because I will just sort of motion Vara.
To me?
Yes, you ask questions.
Okay. What is your name?
You may call me Quentin.
Quentin?
Mm.
Is that your name?
Is what I am allowing you to call me for now.
He can't lie. If he's in the zone of truth and he failed, he can't lie.
Right, he just said you can call me. He didn't actually.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Is your
I
name
am-
Quentin?
and
Is
he-
your name Quentin?
And his answer was, it is what he's allowing you to call him for now.
He didn't say my name is Quentin. He said you may call me.
Yeah, he's not saying his name is or isn't. You would be aware, he's obviously aware of the zone and he's choosing his words carefully.
Okay, we're going to play it like that, are we?
It's a little hard when you are on the floor, the mercy of whoever you are.
I can understand your predicament. Are you from this town?
I am not.
Are you from the island?
I am.
Are you from New Horizons Post?
No.
So you're from an island, but not this one.
That's correct.
Are you
Which
part of the
island are
crafting?
you from? Oh,
I am. Given the fact that you have already dispatched everybody else here, I thought that would be plain. Who are you all aligned with? At least then I will get an idea of who is after me.
ourselves. You didn't answer my question. Where are you from? Which island?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Desire will look at Naivara and sort of like move his hand behind him, like I can slap him, like motion.
She kind of holds her hand for a second up, as if like, just a minute.
Not that it matters because I haven't been there in years. Slants.
The Crescent Slants?
Yes.
Is that where you are from?
Yes, but don't try to threaten anybody from there. I couldn't give a fuck.
Understood. Who do you give a fuck about, then?
I believe the majority of them are dead. Looks like
Okay,
your
but who
friends
specifically?
are picking their pockets.
You cared about these people?
It's hard to find people you trust. So yes, I made sure that they stayed healthy enough.
Oh. Did you ensure they were healthy?
Kind of like shocks his head back, like really, like almost reacting like that's a dumb question.
Okay.
Do I have to explain the basics of feeding and giving water to people to make sure they are good?
No, I just mean... You seem to possess some sort of magical gift. Did you use these on your friends?
No.
None, no magics?
No.
You didn't use any of them on anybody who is on the floor, dead over the stairs, and she'll point at one of the bodies.
There
On
was
him?
no need.
Or her? No need? Why?
That's why I use magic to compel people. Kind of side-eyeing Vlad a little bit. When they were already
compel.
working with me.
That is not what I said.
You're
I
speaking
said
of some
any
charms,
magics.
yes?
No, I'm speaking of healing magic. You said health. I assumed.
From time to time, if they required.
So you lied.
No,
How?
I thought you were talking about... You wasn't specific. I thought you meant, did I charm them to make them compelled and work fair for me?
My question was asking specifically if you use magic.
Right,
No?
I will explain, Rose. It was a very vague question, and the way I understood the question as you're explaining it is like, oh yeah, did these guys really trust you? You must have charmed them. Especially with how you're talking. That's how it came across. That's
no,
why...
I was trying to figure out where his magic's coming from. That's why she's asking
because he didn't break the zone of truth, because his understanding of the question was different to your intention. You got to be a little bit more specific.
That's a bit of a squiggly area.
No,
no. If it's going to be about intentions and vagueness.
Well, yeah,
okay,
because if you're
fine.
vague,
I will be very specific.
If the question's vague, how am I supposed to know exactly what you mean?
Okay. Okay. Why did you try to steal the armor? Or was going to steal the armor?
Powerful enough, it maybe would have helped what we were intending to do and amplify other people a little better. Although it was only
amplify who? Okay. Amplify who?
Teresa. Kind of gestures over to where gestures to where Barnet vaguely was. Was skilled enough on her feet.
Is she your leader?
Oh, she's dead.
Was she your leader?
No.
Who was your leader?
I don't think that matters now, does it? Considering I am the only one left alive here.
Who was your leader?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
Why? You have already sought a destruction and clearly don't believe that you are working alone.
Are you refusing to answer my question out of some sort of misjustice?
I'm refusing to answer your question on principle.
Oh, this whole archipelago is based on principle.
I'm not going to allow you to defile a corpse and take it back as some bounty.
Are you the leader?
Kind of just shakes his head and looks away.
No speech, please. Yes or no? Were you the leader of the Kraken?
Kind of looking to his side now, just away.
Are you not going to talk to me? Oh.
If you have something different to say, then maybe.
Because you were. It is intriguing. If you were, I would actually be a little impressed. To organize a group of this size, to get them to do what you needed to do without using charm magic, is quite impressive. No?
I don't think it is impressive to have people without charming them. Are all of these people here under your charm?
They are not under my command.
but are they under your charms? You're clearly a leader here, considering you're the one doing all the talking.
I do not use charm magic.
So then you are no different. If no charm magic was used here, then why is it suddenly more impressive?
Are you impressed by me?
Aspects. Kind of like looks you up, and down, and aspects.
How did you get the needles, the ones that cause death?
No. I'm not allowing anyone else to use that.
We don't want to use it, we want to stop it.
How do you intend to stop it?
Well, I think we have done quite an effective job, no? If it is that you somehow got hold of it, unless you have a supplier. Do you have a supplier?
No.
Was it you who enchanted?
Doesn't answer.
What was your intention once you had the armor?
To mobilize on the post. At least,
Why?
thoughts affair foretold.
Why were you going to attack the post?
Not attack. Just inject ourselves under the skin that is already infected.
Why?
Because there are other groups at play, far stronger than us. Why do you think we
Which
worked
group?
on the outskirts?
No, I understand. Which group were you most worried of?
I don't know their name, but there is a group. Dab on that. Fuck you, man. There is a group that is intertwined themselves through a connection of warehouses. They are moving illicit materials through the islands here. We wanted to make sure we had a slice of that pie.
Oh.
The problem was, with our few number, we had no ability to counter them. The chess piece could have gave Teresa the ability, but that is no matter now.
Which group was it?
I don't know their name. I'm just aware of their dealings. They usually go by a symbol.
Can you draw that symbol?
I could, but I'm a little tied up.
I've got some paper. No, I understand. We'll deal with that later.
I mean, can't you describe it with words? Is it structure?
It is a sphere with 3 arrows piercing it. 2 from the diagonal sides and 1 straight up.
Any key members that you know of in this group?
Just give me a sec while I'm just gonna quickly freehand the thing for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Because obviously the description is one thing, but then yeah, so
Yeah, Josiah was clearly making sure it wasn't an obvious symbol.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's like-
I know you were searching for
just like that
the
kind of like
power. Yeah.
it's really shit, but it's kind of like that. That's what he's described.
Fine.
Okay.
Rather than arguing over the semantics of okay, which way the arrow was pointing, it's just like
Yeah.
assumed he describes it thoroughly enough that you get that mental image.
Any key members that you can describe of this group?
One of their members is a halfling by the name of Austin.
Austin? Male, female?
I believe
Or
male.
neither?
I believe
Oh.
male.
Okay.
He is one of the people that runs one of the main warehouses that connects to the docks.
Intriguing. How many Kraken are still within the city limits that are not dead? Town? Village? Village. Village seems appropriate.
Village or settlement.
Yeah, whichever works. How many?
Is it so you can hunt them down?
No, I just want to know, really, if we have completely decimated your resources and left you without anybody.
There is 2 others.
Oh. The old woman? Is she one of you?
No, she's not.
I didn't know that. An informant, then.
No. A means for safe living.
You had to live in that old lady's house?
Yes.
Could you not find better lodgings? No offense to her, I just didn't think it would really be the type of... For someone as... You demonstrated some really interesting stuff on the battlefield today. How is it that you are sleeping on some lady's house, struggling to get a small slice of pie, as you
Because
say?
we have control of her house because we hold something that she claims dear to herself. This is the reason why she does not turn us in.
So you blackmailed an old lady?
Unnecessarily cruel, yes, but entirely necessary.
I just mean it's just a bit beneath what I expected of you.
It is how it
Honestly. How did you find yourself here on this podunk little island?
Been here now for about 5 years or so.
I didn't say how long, I said how.
Oh, I think you said how long. I took a
No, how did you find yourself?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I took a transport vessel here a long time ago. I mean, I'm surely this one here can tell you more stories if need be. Gesturing to Vlad. He's kind to know quite a bit.
Is kind?
Tabard.
Did you say? Oh, Tabard.
Yeah, by he's kind, he's vaguely referencing the church people, not
clerical order.
Yeah.
Not.
He's not referring to the race. He's referring to like priesty people because they're basically like they're as close to a government as in this settlement as without of just individual like self-governing. The church doesn't actually run anything, but they are like the go-to people for a lot of people.
Like influence, yeah.
Yeah, they hold influence, but they hold no power. They've got their fingers in all the pies, but do nothing about it.
What would you do if we let you go free?
I honestly don't know. It is clear that my situation here is not tenable, but I honestly don't know.
How do you get your magic?
That's a good question.
There it is.
Oh shit, hang on. Give me a second.
He didn't plan for that.
Yeah, he plays £5.99.
Magic monthly.
No, I know what he is. But I'm trying to.
Are you thinking of how to describe it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know what class he's based off of. He's not a player class like per se, like as the book reads. He's aspects of. But I'm trying to. I'm just trying to
So
understand how it works.
is it that he learns his magic through the actual structure of?
This is what I'm.
Yeah,
This is
you
what
know
I'm,
what I mean? Like
this is what I'm
wizards
checking.
learn from books and
Well,
study.
yeah, this is what I'm checking. Is it like
sorcerers?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. That's what I want to check because I don't want to say it wrong. Do you guys then think he's a different thing than what he is? Do you know what I mean? Although I'm pretty sure the majority of you that are very depthy knowledge know.
I've got a guess, but there's
right.
like 4 different things he could be, if that makes sense. So he could be anything, especially because there's like, you know, you could pick up magic initiate and do weird things with that,
That's
or
fair.
like
That's fair.
have a warlock, or
but again,
have a clerical class.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
I
sorts of
was
different things.
mostly self-taught, for the most part. Learned a bit of a couple of people back home.
Do you follow a god, as in they give you their magic, and they taught you?
Do you see symbols on me? Do you see me praying to a higher power to beseech my safety?
I've not seen you for very long, so you could have done it this morning. I don't know. Vlad isn't praying 24/7, so.
I'm sure he would if he was on his knees with his hands bound at the feet of 3 mercenaries.
Oh.
I am not a mercenary, my friend. I might just be your newest friend.
Kind of cocks his head at that, like, almost like, yeah, fuck off. Like, that's the kind of face he gives.
Prospect. Yeah, no, I know, I get it completely, and Naya kind of cocks her head a little bit as well, like in the opposite direction, just a small smile, like appearing, and goes, "You have no prospects, but you're a wizard, no?
No.
No?
Close enough, I guess. You probably
Sorcerer?
mingle. No.
Bad.
Even further.
How intriguing.
So, now you've had your fill of information. Are you going to kill me? Or am I being set free?
Neither. Well, you have 2 options, I believe, and this is completely up to you. As long as this is okay with the rest of my crew, I would like to recruit you. I need an assistant.
Sorry, beg your pardon.
You are
What
smart.
What?
Capable.
And everyone like, wait, what?
And I am rather interested.
No, I'm sorry. He has to be punished.
For what misdeeds?
For what misdeeds? He's a thieving crook.
He didn't steal anything.
He's a thieving con man. He has to pay.
Is he? You're the impaler. Are you going to pay next?
I punish those who deserve it. And he deserves it.
Then. He doesn't.
If
He's
that
technically
is the
done
will of
nothing wrong.
Selune, then that is the will of Selune. I'll accept whatever punishment is required. But he must be handed back to the authorities and punished.
What authorities? He is better in our care than anybody else on this little island.
That cannot be. He will go to the authorities. Why? Because that is the way.
What way? Whose rules?
That is the law. That is the law.
There is no law.
There is.
I have been told numerous times.
I am guarded by Selune. And
okay,
person will be punished. He will be punished.
Right. So rather than arguing, Vlad, who would we give this man to?
We'll take him back to the village and hand him over to the appropriate authorities.
And that
could be the city. It could be the city guard, or the militia, if asked to be.
Or the closest city guard is a mile down the road in New Horizons. There is no city guard. The only
that's fine.
It's self-governed militia, which is basically peasants with pitchforks and the church.
Exactly. That's who we'll hand him into, and then they can make the decision.
Because of a crime he did not commit.
How do you know he hasn't committed any other crimes? For one, he's attacked us out of nowhere, knowing full well what we planned. That is
He didn't attack
perfect enough
us.
crime.
We
Well,
attacked them.
they did. They come out to attack us.
What would the church do if we handed him to the church? Curious.
Ask them. Hand him over and ask them. And then, if they decide to let him free, then that's their choice.
Because we could just tell the church we're making him work it off on our boat.
And the answer
Oh.
is still no.
No, we
Under
asked the
whose
church. We don't ask
authority?
you.
I cannot agree to those terms. I think we'll hand him in and let that decision be made by them.
But I'm saying no. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the church. That
Why are we leaving
I am
it up
not
to the
working.
church?
I am not working with them.
We're not asking you to work with him.
You
At
wanted
all.
to recruit him.
Yes, that is not the same as asking you specifically to work with him.
If you're recruiting him to us, he's going to be working with me, you, and everyone else in this party.
No, he's not. If you're saying that, then what is specifically your role on the ship?
The spiritual leader in our group.
It's not the same. You must know that. He's not technically committed the crime that you are willing to have him punished for.
How do you know?
He did not
He
steal.
might have a bounty on him.
Okay, then who here would like to raise their hand? I'm guessing everyone else is here that has potentially committed criminal activity.
I
And I'll
say,
put my hand straight up.
I will quickly say, just for the point of, I would imagine the looting has been finished, so the others
Yeah.
that are
Oh,
looting
yeah.
can gather and chip in.
We've
if they-
wandered in.
and chime in if you want at this point. I feel that's fair, given what's going on.
No, yeah, no, I get it completely. Legitimately, who here has committed a crime? And my hand is up.
yeah, Josiah will just put his hand up like, well, no.
This
And
face.
did you have bounties put on your head for collection, or were caught
Yes.
and dealt with?
Yes.
Yeah.
I probably will do now that I have a boat from a fascist regime.
I
Yes,
technically committed treason.
yes, Ben, you have the Graf Spee. Oh no.
Not only that,
That was a crime by
Dex has
not
been
yourself, by
hunted
the way.
down by the woman that he stole money from. Pirates, fucking Barnet. We are a mixture of people who have done wrong
Barnet's
things that are trying to do the wrong
Barnet's completely something else.
thing. Yes, but I have a theory about Barnet. What I'm trying to say is that we are trying on a course of redemption. Would you not offer the same for this gentleman?
These people murdered my family.
Did he?
I will not
Did
work
he?
with them.
I'll turn to the guy. Did you murder his family?
It may have been part of an operation that may have gone sideways. We have killed a number of people.
What's the name of your family, Vlad? Let's ask him direct.
I wouldn't know names if he said it anyway.
Describe. Did you kill anyone that looked like him?
How many families have you killed? If
We've killed a lot of people as well. I would just like to point out our.
I mean, he's
this is
not
my
going to
point.
recognise Jenny down the street, is he?
Exactly.
What I am offering
This
is
band
redemption.
of people, and they can find redemption somewhere else.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that just because you feel slighted by this man means that you are not
Slighted him.
willing?
This group of ruffians murdered my mother in cold blood, and you think that's slighted?
Got a point.
I'm sorry. You don't
Mm.
even.
It's everyone kind of like, fair.
Yeah. I think.
Then fine. Then you kill him. If
I'll
you
pull
feel
my
that
mace and smack
slighted,
him over the head. Happily do that. Over the head, dead. I'm happy to do that.
I thought you wanted justice. Just killed him.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
absolutely fine.
No
'cause
fucking
that's the
justice.
justice he deserves.
Did Vlad just become the authorities?
Yeah, I'm very So
this
he's
is the
dead.
justice he deserved.
Right, I'm sure, yeah, you commit to doing that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll happily do that right now.
Yeah,
just killed
Do you want me to roll for it?
I will say I'll give it coup de grace because he's bound. He was already weak, not fully weak, but he was weakened. Yeah, fuck it.
The fuck? We're going to take him to the church. That was what I was suggesting.
No, because Vlad believed he was right in
Also,
his.
by the way, he was an artificer.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to figure out what he was, but I kind of
It
guessed he might have
doesn't
been
matter
that way.
now.
No, because yeah, I know. I hope that when you look in the mirror, that what you see is what you have done here today. You say that you
Lune
wanted
will
justice,
hold
but
me.
no. Wait, I have not finished talking. Do not interrupt me.
I'll just turn around and walk
What
off.
you're saying?
Oh, shit. You know what,
Pathetic.
Vlad? You can have an inspiration, bud.
Oh, thank you.
Because regardless of whether I agree or not, at the end of the day, that is a significant
Committed to it.
that is a significant point in Vlad's character that I think is whether it's been resolved in the right way or not, and whether players agree or not, it's resolved to Vlad.
Yeah.
And I think that was that's gonna have ramifications for a few sessions. Carry on, as you will.
Josiah just takes out his flask, takes a big fucking swing as I mean, it's going to be fixed anytime soon, and just sort of walks off. Ugh.
I put my hand out towards the flask. May I?
Sure.
Thank you.
Are you now algebra?
Aldar.
Oldar, okay.
And I'm blue now. I think I said red last session. I've swapped to blue.
Abadima, die. That's fine.
Yeah.
Those who are looting, can I get investigation checks, please? Which is Dex, Polar, and Barnet.
I'm gonna start looting the executed artificer.
Good shout.
I'm not going through.
Just waiting on Barnet.
He's going through, that's it.
Hey, bonnet.
Yeah, Barnet. Hey, Barnet. Roll.
I couldn't find investigation. I found it now.
What do you mean?
It's alphabetical order.
Yeah. I went past it about 3 times.
Okay. Jax, outside of the very obvious, like patchwork leather armors and like basic short swords, short bows, light crossbows, things like this, you don't really find too much.
No.
Between Uldar and Barnet, you do find 3 of the spikes that are currently active, mind you. So they have a timer up to 7 days. You don't know when they were active. You also find amongst the bodies a collection of about 80 gold pieces in mostly gold. You also find 2 potions of healing and a potion of speed.
Ooh.
This is like on all of the bodies, mind you.
2 healing. Was it 2 speed?
No, 1
1
speed.
speed. 1
2
speed.
standard healing potions and 1 potion of speed. And about 80 gold pieces in mostly gold. And then a small collection of short bows, short swords, 3 enchanted spikes, which basically work as a 1 piercing damage weapon, and then they have necrotic, which does all sorts. They'll last for another 7 days before they go inert. Josiah, you're looting our dear dead boy. Can you roll an investigation check?
Huh? 8.
You notice that if you do choose to, his prosthetic finger you can take. It's metallic. It looks to be silver.
Yep.
You notice, obviously, outside of the arcane focus and the short sword that you'd already taken, you do notice that he seems to carry a numerous amounts of herbalistic ingredients that you don't understand what the use could be for at the moment.
Just gonna put magical reagents, sure. Okay.
Yeah, just magic herb shit. And you also notice that there is a small vial of what looks like to be... It's not quite soil colored, but it's like a light brown, like granulated powder almost. It's got the consistency of like cane sugar, brown sugar maybe, like thick, like chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of something else, like sea salt, like, you know what I mean? It's like quite chunky. And that's in a vial. And that's about it.
Would I remember? Well, I didn't talk to the church people directly. Did we know there was a reward or something?
You never asked? No one asked?
Does I or exhale and sort of be like, should we try and claim a reward? Get something out of this shit show?
Yeah.
We can try.
Naya in this time has wandered away.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's...
I'm heading back to town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right then. Are you all heading back to town?
Yeah.
Yeah, follow.
Yeah,
Is
I'll
there
head
any-
back.
Is there any insignia on them at all? These bodies before we leave?
Not anything that's uniform. Like, there are
No.
random markings on different parts of clothing and stuff, but they don't all seem to, like, share, like, this is their uniform, like, insignia or
So
something.
it isn't
like
like a Kraken symbol, just
no,
like to be like,
no. They were Kraken in name, but not in uniform.
So,
They, as
That's
you
fine.
can clearly tell, they were a small but extremely effective group that the way they usually conducted their business, which as you saw yourself firsthand, was much guerrilla warfare, because they were always usually outnumbered, so they had to do hit and run. But unfortunately, they struck out at a group that was able to hit a lot harder and a lot quicker.
Asking Danny, is it easier at this point, rather than going back to town, for me to head back to New Horizons with it being an hour away?
Yeah, you can do. It's only a mile down
Cool.
the road, which obviously...
Yeah, I'll go there then.
Understood.
Did we take proof of kill?
no. Lads. One of them.
I mean, you did kind of leave their bodies about a few
Oh,
hundred
yeah.
feet away from the town. You could always just
It-
point.
If Naivar was going completely the opposite direction, Zaya will just run over to Naivar and just be like, I appreciate you might need space right now, I'm just checking you're going back to the boat and not just fucking off and leaving us. If you're that, just like, so I know that, and then I'll leave you for the moment.
I don't know.
Oh no.
At the end of the day, you put me in a position of power, and someone has just literally committed murder in front
Yep.
of us, and everyone went, "Oh dear." To me, that was fucking murder. That was nothing else. He was angry, and rather than listening, I pushed him. Yes, I'm not going to lie. I pushed him because I knew what his reasoning was. It was not out of justice. That was out of avenging.
No, I agree.
Anger.
Like it wasn't decided. He just killed the dude.
So,
Mhm.
I'm going to go and find out. I might nip back to the Call of Chaos and find out that we have a brig, or find out some other punishment for our insubordinate.
Hmm.
I mean, he disobeyed a direct decision. I mean,
do feel like he's
maybe it was
gonna
not my
come-
decision was made to be.
I do feel
Really?
like we'll
He
pull out
went
the
and had a bit
contract,
of... What contract?
the one we all signed.
He didn't sign it.
He didn't.
Oh yeah.
He didn't.
Nope.
Ah.
Your entire thing of boasts, the only two people that actually are crew members are me and you. That was why I was making that decision. I am of the firm belief that we need powerful people behind us if we are going to do this. And sometimes we might need to get in bed with the enemy. I know that very well. But Vlad couldn't understand. He doesn't understand. He is... I'm annoyed with him at the moment. And no, you know what? I'm not just annoyed. I'm absolutely fucking infuriated. He didn't want to listen. He refused to because of his own belief system. Okay, fucking fine. Because of his mother. I understand. But that wasn't the reason why. He says he hunted people down. Fucking impaler.
I want to talk to the.
How are you
church
supposed
leader.
to tell him who murdered today? We did. You know, you said once to me who got to make the decision of who lived or died.
Mm-hmm.
How
That's what I
infuriated
was
you were
saying.
by this.
But the guy's skull was already broken by that point. Yeah.
I know. And I do not fear. Actually, I do fear that Vlad will not see reason. When it comes down to it and we need to make difficult decisions, will he be on the side of justice despite half of your crew are criminals?
Yep.
Why are you so... You're just too agreeable right now. I can't be around you. I'm sorry. I want someone to fight with me because I really am very angry right now and you're being too kind.
Because I agree with you, but I need to sort it with him. Like, I'm not going to argue with someone I agree with.
I know that, but for fuck's sake!
I'm trying to stop arguing with all the fucking time, and now you want to bring up this argument shit again. Is that enough? Are you right now? Can I go?
Yes, fuck off!
Okay, fuck you too. Goodbye.
Fuck you,
Like,
presses the
right
cube.
behind her. No, she doesn't. She's not pressing the cube. She is just going to go back to the tavern.
I can almost
in
imagine
town.
hold the cube up, flip him off, and then use that finger like boop, on the cube.
No, I imagine that she is though as she's walking, like she's got like her hands raised beside her head and just flipping him off behind her as she's walking down the road. I'm just going to go back to head back to town and go and find that tavern that me and Josiah joined.
Yeah, the
went
slightly
to.
fancier one that was for the
things going on.
merchants and stuff that were coming off the docks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can go drink and just detach a bit.
Seeing the
Because that was
No,
the Crossroad Keepers, I think. Crossroads Keepers.
Yes.
Because the Bee's Wings was the really quiet one.
Mm-hmm. What was Matt trying to say?
Yeah, seeing as Naya is visibly angry and Josiah is kind of walking back to the group, I offer him the loot.
No, the money.
I'm guessing probably not a good time to talk to her.
You try to just give the money
she's
to an adult, and then she's gone.
So, yeah, what should we do with this? Got 3
I'll hold it.
spikes, 80 gold, 1 potion of healing and 1 of speed.
No, two healing, 1 speed.
Yes, but I've pocketed 1.
Ah.
Creative accountancy.
See? Fucking thief! Like,
Don't give it to the guards! Fucking asshole!
you're gonna get your head smashed in next.
Mate, he needs to get his back end smashed in for
worried
that.
of Vlad at the minute.
Oh dear.
Oh no, I tripped and accidentally chipped someone's door paint. Oh, that's a clubbing.
It's those memes when people break the law in front of Batman and he just cripples them like every single time, like it's like a parking ticket.
Yeah, it's like a fucking littering fence and he fucking gets his head caved.
Oh. To be fair, I do get it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no,
I understand completely where Vlad's coming
this
from.
Is this is what I mean. Vlad's entirely justified. It's just against the character Navarro's intention. This is what I said. This is why this is why I gave Vlad inspiration, because it was bang on. It just completely went against what Navarro's intentions were, which were for the greater good. But Vlad's, you know what I mean? Killed his mom.
Well, it also goes against the lawful nature of the supposedly lawful nature of Vlad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Committed murder.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He will be getting punishment for that later because.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Salune,
do we have latrines
because
aboard the ship? Just asking.
Because Salune is the goddess of knowledge and life, and you just completely caved a bound, unarmed prisoner.
Which is why I said I'll let Salune judge me.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. And she will. She's there judging with the side eye.
Well,
so
she probably doesn't know who Vlad is, but she'll hear about him, I suppose. She'll have to when the report comes across her desk. Like, for fuck's sake, again.
Again. Oh. Maybe he is Batman smashing people's legs in because
one of
the fact that
Salune's aspects are going to be like, right, you know, we mentioned that dickhead before. Yeah, well, here's a report again.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a massive folder of what he's done wrong.
He's got like a school permanent record.
Police brutality. I just want to say that is a clear definition of police brutality. Sorry, continue on.
Stop resisting, bonk.
He's not fucking resist. He didn't actually commit the crime. I don't think he was the killer either.
Any cab works. All clerics are bastards. Shit.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like it's starting to get a little bit like me now.
Right. Anyway, let's steer this meme train back into position. That was funny though. I'll give it, Ben. Oh, you know what, Ben? You found an extra 2 silver pieces for that in your loot.
Did we get inspiration?
No, we found 2 silver pieces instead.
I just get 2 silver bard.
Yeah, the gods smile upon you and go, nice. So, with the majority of the group heading back into town, I assume you're going to be making your way towards the church to make note and report of the interaction that has gone on. How detailed do you do the report? Do you explain about the old lady's house, that there's still Kraken members alive, that you don't know where they are, and the only person that did know is dead?
Who's going? I would tag along with Vlad. Like, so I would be there.
I'm going to the church.
Unless otherwise
I'm
stated.
keeping my distance.
I was going to say, I was assuming everybody's going. But this is why I'm asking, how detailed of a report do you make?
I will want to speak to my adopted father as such.
Alexander.
Yeah.
It's easy enough, and obviously with the close enough connection, yeah, you can go in and obviously say that we've got something to explain. Can we have a private word with Alexander, to one of the clerics that's working in the front? And you can see he's currently dealing with a couple of people and offering advice and things like this. And he's like, yes, certainly. Just head. You know where his office is. He should be in there now. You should be able to just go through.
Thank you very much.
I assume all these people are with you. Kind of giving the bloodied group side eye, because don't forget, some of you are wounded enough that you are visibly visceral.
Yes.
My associates use the facilities to clean up. Is that okay?
Yeah, the latrines in the back rooms have pans for cleaning. If you need.
I'll come with you to this debrief.
The debrief.
Well, I'm assuming you'll go quickly clean and then debrief, but just for the sake of everyone will be present, apart from Navarro. But getting through, you'll see that Alexander's currently with a scroll, obviously writing something out on parchment, and obviously seeing the door knock and open and you enter. Welcome back. I didn't expect to see you all so quickly. And these are your... Sees Barnet. Right, I remember, yes, you said he was with you.
Yes, these are...
Because do you remember the last time we saw Barnet he was fighting with a puddle?
Oh, yeah.
And now he's in his office.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, the only impression he's had of Barnet is fighting a puddle.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
What brings all of you here?
We have news.
Right.
The band of thieves, crooks, band, whatever you want to call them, have been dealt with.
You found them? Where were they?
And I'll go over the location and what we obviously the plan that we set up. Remember, and then obviously we drew them out. They
Well, yes,
came at
we-
us, and we
We rang the church bell and raised the alarm to assist
Correct.
in your plans.
and it was successful.
Really? So where were they hiding out?
I'd look at the rest of the group. Josiah, you had your hand over anything?
What was
We're
that?
doing at Lady's house. The blackmail over.
Do you know which house specifically?
I can give directions because I know where the
Yes.
house is. He decided just doesn't know the lady's name.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure we pay her a visit and take her in if need be. Hopefully she'll go willingly. We'll get a couple of clerics over to there as soon as possible. Have you got everyone in containment?
Most were slain in battle, and then Lad executed one of them.
I love the way you pointed that out, by the way.
No, he's pissed. He is pissed.
Yeah.
He's pissed.
Kind of look. Obviously, he was looking at you as you were talking, and kind of looks at Vlad. Is what they say correct?
I'd drop to my knee and I'd say, "Forgive me." He says, "Yes, this happened. I know it was the wrong thing to do, but unfortunately, my rage overwhelmed me, and I put my hands at Slune's, put my life in Slune's grace. And if she wishes me to be punished, I'll accept it. But I couldn't let these people live for what they did to me. Not just to me, it's to my family, what the rest of the village, the years of torment they did to us."
I'm aware, but you know, and we've spoke about this before. There are ways to do things, Vlad. You know this. Many are to be dealt with in a harsh manner, yes, but we have to learn everything first.
Forgive me, my wisdom is not as great as yours, and I'm still learning. I shall endeavour to do better in the future.
It is possible that maybe you were too early to be let onto pilgrimage. Maybe you still have many more things to learn. But unfortunately, it is far past that point now. I will ponder on those situations. Fucking hell, Liam. Yeah, everyone's now seen it. I will ponder.
He's not the size, a very naughty boy.
Yeah, literally. He's not a good cleric, he's a piece
He's
of
not
shit.
angry, he's disappointed. Yeah.
I'm assuming over the next few minutes, like, explanations of how and what happened, like, obviously the luring them out, the entrapment with we stole the breastplate and things. Right. We'll also send some of the scholarly, those that are less equipped, go and collect them and bring them in for pyre. We'll have them burnt and scatter their ashes correctly. You said they were out east, didn't you? Yes?
Yeah, not far out. Sorry, Father, but do you guys have a rule book or something? Because there's a few of us who interpret the law very vaguely, or a bit concerned about our heads. And he does like a with him now.
When in servitude to a deity such as Selune, there are no law books, no lawmakers. Not like as if you were caught stealing and the guards put you in the cells for an hour. We follow protocol.
Stop.
We follow protocol and basis based off of what Selune stands for and follow her doctrines, and we essentially don't govern, but we attempt to live vicariously through her teachings and make the people around us and ourselves better, if that makes sense. I know it sounds something that you've probably heard 1,000 times from different priests, but it is true to an extent.
So I'm sorry. So a god's ideology,
The gods you
ideas
choose to follow
are not law.
The gods you choose to follow give you the guidelines and the framework in which, if you are to be a loyal servant, you are to frame your own life around. If you follow a god of protection, then you are to be protectorate to those around you. Not necessarily physically, but emotionally, fiscally, in other ways. If, as in Selune's case, you are a follower of those with knowledge and life, you are to collect studies and preserve. Vlad follows his head less than his heart a lot of the time is the problem. And given the problems we have had here in the past, it's understandable to a point.
Guess I'll say this to you, Vlad. As captain of a ship and sometimes dabbles in the other side of the law, why shouldn't we leave you here?
Because I just will quickly...
I'm staring at the cleric, by the way, when he says other side of the law.
We don't enforce law for things such as this. We obviously have our opinions and guidance, but we are no enforcers. Just to remind, he would explain, obviously, Selune is the goddess of the moon. She's a chaotic good alignment, so that gives you a general idea of temperament and behaviors. Her main domain is of knowledge and life.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea of how he would explain basically the doctrines that a lot of followers of Selune would be expected to follow, because that is what Selune herself embodies. And clerics and paladins and things mimic it to best to their abilities they can, and basically live as miniature versions of, mortal versions of.
So yeah, Selune's life and knowledge, she's not a helm. She's not worried about, no.
If we were talking about like a Torm, a helm, or something like that, then it would be a very different conversation. It would be like, no, completely justified. Especially when you explain in your report that the person you held captive explained that there were more living members of the Kraken alive and not present, and you didn't get that, like, it's that type of knowledge, because they're not exactly going to go out and like hunt these people down, but they will pass this knowledge on to the people that will do good. You know what I mean?
Selune is not really about execution.
No,
not.
And
the interrogation side of it was bang on, because that leans into the knowledge, because you are studying these people, learning how they operate, where they come from, what they were doing, why they were doing it, how many were they. Because then you can use that information as power, because knowledge is power.
Oh yeah, Selune is one of the five.
Yeah.
I'm more explain. This is an out of character explanation, more because this is what Alexander would have explained. Basically, how clerics of Selune act, and they are taught to act.
So I guess
I'll then stand up and I'll say, I shall go downstairs to chastise myself, and I'd walk away.
But I need to know if I can have you on the fucking boat as he's like walking off. Like,
I'd stop and turn around and I say, look, if you do not want me on the boat, that's absolutely fine. I'll stay here, I'll serve my penance, and then I'll come back out. It's absolutely fine.
But are you going to murk us? I just want to, like...
If you do not trust... You haven't crossed me the way these people have. I was willing, as I said in the conversation, I was willing to bring them back to be held accountable
And that's what I said.
Then I was Navarra pushed and pushed and pushed and said then executed. And obviously my rage took over me at that point and I did it. And I held my hands up to do that.
Who is this Nivara?
The lady is not with us at this mountain time.
Watermaster.
Right.
I said from the start, bring them back.
I agreed. As your captain, I agreed.
Yes. And then
you killed him.
And who said, well, smash his head in then? Who wouldn't allow me to bring him back? I said, bring him back. I said to you all, bring him back to help be accountable for justice. But she wouldn't have it. And then she pushed and pushed and pushed. And then I will be now downstairs for the next however long it is to hold my penance.
You'll have to sort of.
I'll turn around, walk away.
I'm done now. And Josiah's like, I'm so tired.
Josiah, is it?
Yes.
Obviously, I understand your concern and with what you've been saying and stuff for all of you. It's a difficult situation to be in, I can imagine. But what's your instincts telling you about him? I know him well, but we're talking. We've been apart for some time, and you've been with him recently. What?
I think the thing is, Father, I had a similar decision.
You can call me Alex.
To make, Alex. I had a similar decision to make with Nivara being the antagonist to that situation. Well,
right.
And she told me. I'm not looking at text chat because. She's
ignore it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just responding to Barnett. I'm sorry. I was responding to Liam.
She's still here. No, and I made the choice for Mercy, so I'm finding it a little bit difficult to empathize.
I don't think you have worry about him turning his weapons on you unless you do something extreme. In my personal opinion. While I sympathize with his actions, I obviously don't condone them. The boy lost his family in attacks and raids from these people. Whether the person he killed was the direct responsible person, I am not exactly sure. I can sympathize with why he's done it, I just don't accept that he has done it, if that makes sense.
I think for me, I've always, clerics are supposed to be the people that follow their own rules and laws. And that's what I found disturbing today.
And that is true, and he is most certainly deviated, but as a person, not as a cleric, I hold no fault with what he's done. I just hold entire fault with him based off his found purpose in life he has gone against in this moment.
I guess he's going to have to reckon with a higher power now.
I will converse with him, and I hope someone else, kind of looking up in a vague gesture, does as well. And hopefully he finds answers to what he's looking for. But maybe it might be a turning point for him, given that it's over now, for the most part. With the exception of those that are now still living. And they hopefully don't seek vengeance.
I think they're so few in number.
It is always a potentiality, but you're right. We're going to send clerics to the domicile where they were staying, and we'll take into custody the people there, and we'll at least converse and see what we can find out.
Yeah, well...
Obviously, I don't believe he's going to be returning to you tonight, but do you wish for me to send him to you when he feels ready, or not?
What I will say is he'll look at the rest of the crew and he'll sort of say, well, we're going to head back to the main settlement now, I think.
Okay.
New Horizons post. He can meet us there at the ship. And he'll have to probably...
I'll tell him you will be at the ship in New Horizons. I'm assuming he'll know from there.
Yeah. I'll let him and the quartermaster sort it out.
Right.
You will need Salune then. And then Josiah will turn around.
If you wish,
Oh, sorry.
I can have it mediated to make it potentially more civil. If you think it's going to be a problem.
Well,
Having a neutral person maybe just to hold them at bay.
Navarro is the quartermaster. She does have the power to dismiss as well as I do, I think. And to hire.
Okay. It is your crew, as you say, so no, that is perfectly fine. I was just merely offering an assistance just to prevent things becoming problematic.
If they can choose it, I'm not going to choose it for them. I'll let them know the options there.
I will deal with Vlad, and obviously, if there's nothing else you will need, I do apologize for what it's worth.
Yes. It's not your apology to make, I guess. It's just unfortunate.
Is there anything else any of you need, sirs?
I mean,
If we could get a little bit of patching up, maybe.
I'd say if we can have some supplies or something, just as a...
I can have a person look any of you over if you're injured. I can, yeah. Some of you do look worse for wear.
I'm only a little, but I don't know. Out of character, I don't know how damaged everyone else is.
You're wholly... This is my...
I think Dax was the one that took the biggest punishment.
Mm.
And I think Naifara as well, a little bit.
No, I'm not even touched.
Oh, I thought you was.
Nope. I was forced to be reckoned with.
It was I got smacked, Danny. It was me got smacked, Danny. I lost nearly 50% of my life.
Right, well, for those that are injured and are at the church and are asking for healing, they won't be using like cure wounds. It's going to be like tinctures and stuff, healing kits and poultices. Over the space of about 2 hours, you will be treated and obviously allowed to go, and you will heal 15 points of health.
Nice.
That'll do.
Yeah, Josiah will be cheeky and ask Alex something.
Well,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just... Are you... I know you're people of the cloth, so sometimes wine is your thing. I don't suppose you could send us on away with a few good bottles. Elvish, perhaps.
Given what you've done, and he'll kind of like... To his bottom left, one of these got like a small cabinet like door that he opens up and pulls out a bottle. You can take that one from my collection here.
Thank you. It'd be uncouth to ask for a monetary reward, but I did just something.
We don't
to perhaps
exactly
move
have
things over.
plentiful to go around, but take this as a gift from me as an appreciation.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex.
On the bottle, it says alabaster red.
Ooh. Sounds fancy. As long as it isn't like in one of those like cardboard like cardboard boxes.
It's a box.
Wines. Yeah, no! Damn you, Alex!
But inside, it's like an animal bladder. That's just like it's like a squishy pouch inside.
Yeah. No.
No. It is a good wine. It was a gift, and I never found the opportune moment to make use of it. But I think it's fair to give it to someone who may make use of it. It's good. At least from what I've been told.
Zoo.
So, with you getting healing and getting treated too, obviously I'll come to Vlad in a second separately, but is the rest of you going to head back to New Horizons tonight? Because bear in mind, it is still relatively... It's because if I remember, you got attacked in the evening, but it was the very start.
It was
of the
about
evening.
early evening.
Yeah, it was,
yeah.
So you could make it back to New Horizons post for nightfall.
Follow Captain.
Like full nightfall, I mean.
Yeah, that's what Josiah's intending.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, Vlad, you are staying behind for the moment, just seeking some sort of atonement, or maybe, what's the word? Positive reinforcement of, like, you know what I mean? Some sort of answer. Can you roll for me a D100?
Me, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. D100.
Ooh.
Throughout much of the evening, you're in a room that is completely silent. Like, almost unnaturally silent. Like, you're not even hearing the ambient noises of, like, candlelight, footsteps, maybe even, like, maybe like a rodent or two that's snuck in that quite shouldn't have. It is deafeningly quiet. If you've ever been in, like, a proper, sound, like, technician's room, like in a hospital or something, where, like, there's no echo enough, it feels, like, oppressive on your ears, just at the quiet. And have that for a large portion of the evening, where your thoughts are being put out there through prayer, but you're just being met with this overwhelming nothing. It does ease off into later portions of the evening, but you have nobody, like, appears and talks to you. There's no voices in the head, but eventually the hearing does begin to come back, and you feel the effects of it to a point where you have, like, some signs of tinnitus and some ringing in the ears every so often. And the night goes incredibly quiet. Eventually, you will be obviously told by Alexander that your compatriots have, and this is after the deafeningness has gone, he'll give quiet word to you that your compatriots have gone to New Horizons Post, back to their vessel. They have said that is where you can meet with them. Obviously, he suggests us leaving in the morning, as it is incredibly late at this point, and this is as he's going to bed, sort of thing. Everyone else on the ship. First, Nivara, as you get there first, you get back to Wade's Rest. What is it you... Oh, no, you went to the tavern, sorry.
Yeah, I was looking for an inn tavern, if that makes sense. Somewhere to drink and somewhere to sleep, just at the moment. Is there that kind of
the Crossroads,
place in town?
The Crossroads Keepers would
it
be... Yeah, because it's designed for people that want to sleep on solid land for a bit. Because it's designed for, like, people that are travelling on the ships. They'll get off, they'll sleep on land for a couple of days while their ship's being seen to, get back on and crack on. Rooms
I don't really want...
5 silver a night.
Yeah, cool. No problem at all.
It's not terribly expensive, but it prices most people out.
Yeah, it's more so, because there's no privacy on the other ship, and in the mood that I'm in...
Not yet, no.
I think they're gone.
No, so... They mentioned it last session, so I really don't think it's been done overnight.
Yeah, no, they said they've got the money you told them to keep. They've spoke with a carpenter in town, and they're going to work on the ship, but that was, I think 1 or 2 days ago, they said they were going to speak to the carpenter and basically go, yeah, let's do it. So, if anything, the supplies are probably being gathered by carpenters ready to start work in a day or two. And even then, the work will still take a few days to complete. Because there's no dry dock here to work. The work's going to be incredibly slow.
Cool. And what's the atmosphere like in the tavern? Is it bustling? Is it quiet? Is there a party mood? Is it somber? Like, what are we feeling?
When you arrive, it's relatively quiet with the people, but there is ambient music being played by a minstrel. You can see there's like a simmer of chatter across the room. most of the people aren't eating meals like you were the time before, but most people are now just drinking. Maybe you see a couple of gambling games going on, a couple of cards, dice, maybe.
Cool. I think I'd just order a bottle or something. If they've got anything Elven, I'll go for that because it tends to be a little sweeter. But I want something strong but nice. Does that make sense?
They have
Please.
two,
And I would have ordered a
two main
room.
options. Two main options in terms of elven drinks. There is an elven tart wine, which is basically like super syrupy, extremely florally sweet, almost sickly to people that aren't used to it, which obviously it's up to you if your character is or isn't used to it. It's like
yeah.
extremely
She was an adult.
sweet wine. There is also, and this is a bit of a rarity, but they only have a bottle that's served for shots. They don't sell this by the bottle because they only have the one. There is an elven cask whiskey that they do have, which is on the rarer side because elven settlements communities are known for their wines. Very rarely are they ever known for like harder liquors. But they do have a bottle of a cask whiskey. They won't sell you the bottle, but the bottle of wine will set you back 5 gold. The whiskey, it is 8 silver a shot, and they have probably about half a bottle.
Fine. Yep.
So it's up to you how many you want to indulge in. Obviously, feel free to go nuts. Because they will serve it you happily at 8 a shot. That shit will fuck you up though, mind you. Like the whiskey, like when you take a drink of it, compared to the wine, it's like drinking acid on initial taste because it is so strong. But then what it is, it's the aftertaste that gets you. Because then it comes in like a cold soothing, like on the tongue and the throat. So it's kind of like a 1-2 combo. It's like punches you in the throat and then kind of goes, oh, there, we got you.
I imagine that
the more you drink, the less you care.
Yeah. Well, the more you drink as well, the more you drink, the initial taste reaction lessens, but the nice, soothing and charm of it heightens.
All I can think of is Jägermeister.
I don't.
A little bit.
I don't drink, so I don't know.
It does sound like a Jaeger, yeah.
I don't know.
So,
the way that I imagine is just Naya's that angry that she'll turn destructive. Do you know what I mean? So she is going to drink and not give a shit and make bad decisions. How much was it for the wine?
5 gold for the wine, for the whole bottle. That's a fresh
Yeah,
bottle.
cool.
And then it's 8 silver a shot, and you could probably, if you wanted to literally drink the bottle dry, you'd probably get about 15 shots out of it. So that's 8 silver shots, that's 120 silver, so 12 gold.
Fuck it, why not? I haven't got 12. I've got all the money on me, so.
Oh god, you're gonna start using the party fund on binge drinking.
I was thinking that she's got all our money and she's getting paid.
Not only that, but we had to buy money. We had to spend money when you wanted to have sex with Josiah. So I'm getting drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polo approves.
Yeah.
Pole is dead.
Cool. So yeah, I'll just start
Polo's not here
drinking.
Right, so.
Well, no, Pola is now Olgarth.
Yeah.
It's had a transformation, yeah.
So the rest of you return to the ship with the exception of Nivara and Vlad. Josiah, I would imagine you're probably a little concerned for the fact that Nivara is not present. And mentioned to the crew mentioned that Nivara never turned up. Because obviously she went straight to the tavern, which is about 70 foot away.
I did say I was going to the tavern. I think I said that, or
did you?
Did I say it? I don't remember.
I think you just said you were going back to town.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Josiah would try and go to some of the bars, knowing that she does drink when she's angry. He would probably go to a few of the bars.
Yeah. Polar panics and thinks, I
God.
really should learn message. Or whatever the spell's called.
Just roll for me. Just roll for me a flat charisma check, Josiah.
Charisma check.
Well, this is just like talking to people. Have you seen elf, the yay high, you know what I mean?
I would come with.
How do you describe her? This is what I'm intrigued.
This is what the
How
charisma
does
check's
he-
about.
Can I assist? Because I would come with if
Sure.
Yeah,
she's missing. Okay.
I'll do it. Again.
Roll advantage.
You will. The way you find out, because eventually it will take a while, mind you. You won't know, like, say, you won't, because obviously at this point she'll be in a room, but you won't know exactly which room, etc. But you know she was in the Crossroad Keepers at some point, or maybe still is, because you hear from a couple merchants on the way out, and like they're walking down towards their vessel for the evening, that there was an elven woman that was getting quite rowdy in the tavern and getting quite abrasive with people and getting extremely drunk, and was escorted to a room by one of the staff members there.
More drunk than normal.
Because I'm going to assume,
Well,
right,
no,
that is
actually,
what would
not
have happened to Navar in the end. You would have been basically, right, we're cutting you off. Go away.
Go to sleep.
Also, I wouldn't have said as normal because I've only seen her drunk once, I think.
Yeah, she was a happy drunk.
Yeah.
She was a happy drunk back then.
And this isn't like after 10 minutes, mind you. This is like, because obviously Naivara got to town about well, it was an hour before because you had healing at the church. Then it was about an hour to towns, that's 2 hours, and then it probably took you about half an hour to find her. So this is like nearly 3 hours worth. So like in that time, Rose, I'm gonna assume to a degree. If feel free to disagree hard if you wish, but you would have gotten so drunk and probably a little rowdy.
I think she's
verbally.
probably currently in her room, just upset.
Yeah, well, this
you
is
know
the
what
point.
I mean?
Like,
That kind
I
of
would
level
imagine
of drunk.
there would have been a point where they're like,
you're failing your Constitution saves.
Yeah, I would imagine there gets to a point where you cut off and they're like, "Can you go to your room now, please?"
Yeah.
And
I imagine she's still awake, but in that way that, you know, when you get so drunk and something's upsetting you, she's probably just really upset right now.
Mate, she's just
you
drunk.
know what I mean? She's angry. Yeah, she's not transient. I just imagine. You know what? It's really difficult to explain, but when there's a certain point when your anger goes into upset, I think she's ordered that because of the fact that she's been drinking. It makes people cry as a certain thing. Do you know what I mean? Alcohol is a natural depressant. Yeah.
If we want to take a couple minutes break, so I need to use the bathroom. If people want to do that now, and then we'll have the point where I would imagine Josiah tries to find Navarra with Ulda Pola.
Ulda Pola, yes. It's going to get very confusing if I keep...
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, feel free to interact
Naya
with
is currently
feel free to interact with the chat, anyone that's staying. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and then obviously we'll carry on this foray.
Yes, Midnight. Naya is single. Hello, Midnight as well. Hello.
Hello, Midnight.
Hello.
Everyone is single. I made sure of it.
Yes. I mean, you did dump.
Yeah, that's what I said. I made sure I was single.
Is it Polgarth? Is that what we need to find a name that we can call you as a group?
Yeah.
We need to find a name that we can call you if you're transforming constantly. Do you know what I mean? And just an all name. Because switching from Pola to Olgarth, I feel like is going to take some time. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean like in a bad way. Are you just Olgarth now?
See, if Meta wasn't like taken by Zucker, I would have called him Meta.
Yeah. I mean, it is completely up to Matt and the character. I reckon the character obviously has their... Parga? Mm-hmm. Matt, we can't... I imagine Matt's gone for a break as well. Is it just us? Liam, talk to chat.
Hello, chat. One is the egg. Hmm. No. Oh, let's get Ollie Dan's up.
Oh God, no.
There we go.
Only dance, only dance.
Matt!
What? Jesus.
Yeah.
Rose want to speak to you.
Oh oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
You're not in trouble. It's okay. Oh, we're just talking about having like an all name for the polar thing because it's now all golf and then it's going to be something else.
Ah, yes. Well, changelings, they have a real name.
Well, I'm just thinking is you're going to have like a
personas
plural name.
Yeah. Are we going to need a code name of
Yeah.
like
A non-binary sort of.
Right, yeah. I'll have to come up with that at some point.
Because
Or
I was saying,
you will
like,
do.
well, I was going to say if Zuckerberg hadn't ruined it, I was going to call him something like Meta or something like.
Oh, yeah. Ish, yeah. No, fucking hell.
Like menagerie won't work because it's not animals, it's humanoids. But like,
Right, okay.
if that makes sense, that's what.
I get the concept. Yeah. To Google.
To Google. Google, brother.
A vague name generate.
Vague name. I don't know if that's gonna get what you want.
I don't know. Probably not.
Google my Google.
Yes, but that is a good idea.
It just because it's all golf. Because it will just make things easier for you when you're a different persona.
So
like,
yeah, if I change, you can still call me the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like obviously it'd be cool to use your new name as well and not doing it to undercut you, but it just sometimes will help.
No, I'm fully aware because I was expecting people to keep calling me Polar.
Yeah.
And I
Well, it
will
does-
respond.
it
but
doesn't seem-
it's a bit
yeah.
weird because that's
Yeah.
feminine in
Yeah.
nature.
Well, I think it's like you're not like transitioning, but obviously like one kind of want to respect the name change. So if you've got an overarching name, because you are a different persona, like that seems clear.
Yeah, and you.
Like Olgoth seems different to Polar.
Yeah, and you're not getting my changeling name because that's personal.
What's personal?
Talking about like a code name for not Polar
Oh yeah. What? Why can't we just get your changeling name?
because that's personal.
Why are you sleeping with Josiah? Like, how much
Yeah,
more
but that-
personal can you get?
Isn't that because like changeling names are like
That's not personal at all.
we're married?
Well,
It's that
to
level.
be fair, it was just sex until you started on a relationship.
You
know?
That wasn't a relationship.
I know. No, I get it, Matt. I just mean it'd be nice to know what to call the character now.
Yes,
And that's not
yeah,
because
that's what we
pressuring you
said.
at
Like,
all.
if I get like a code name, one that's fits everything.
What about Poe? Poe's male or female or whatever you want it to be. Or is Poe just honestly? It'd just be nice to know. Are you Olgoth now, and should we respond to you as
I'm
Olgoth?
back.
If so, cool. We'll Olgoth.
No, yeah,
Welcome back.
that's what was mentioned. I will come up with a general name that will work with everything. I'm literally looking up like name generators now.
Cool.
So, is
We'll
everybody
do it in
back?
character.
Yeah.
I've not heard Carl.
Girl.
I haven't gone anywhere.
You've not gone anywhere. Cool.
No, I was there.
Hey. So,
Bless you to whoever.
thank you. Leading back off then, Jose, you head your way into the tavern and speak to the staff, obviously hearing from the merchants that there was a rowdy elf lady that was told to basically go upstairs. I'm assuming you ask about her. Yes?
Hello, I'm looking for a very angry and probably now very drunk elf woman sort of wears sailor garb, but that sailor garb is probably looking a bit too clean for proper sailors.
All right. Well, is she any relation to yourself?
She's part of my crew. She's my quartermaster.
Right. I will go and speak with her. See if she knows who you are. What's your name?
Josiah, Captain Josiah.
And Oldar.
That's phenomenal.
Immediately awkward after that conversation. Yeah.
I will go and just see if she is expecting you all, and then send you on your way. And you'll see her disappear up the stairs. I mean, you can just follow her, I suppose, if you really wanted to. But she'll basically go and knock on the door, and Naivar, you'll hear the... Excuse me, miss? Are you there? Hello? Knock, knock, knock.
I think she can kind of hear a knocking, but Naya at this point is just like being like, "Please go away," kind of deal, and just goes silent. The woman might have heard someone moving around in the room, and then suddenly there's like deathly silent in there.
We'll do a perception.
I'll check.
Yeah, you can do a stealth check, yeah.
At disadvantage, I guess, because I'm
Yeah,
drunk.
you're pissed drunk.
Yep.
How do you do disadvantage? Is it control on here?
Roll twice, take the lowest.
That'll do.
On
It is.
D&D Beyond, yeah. It's shift or
Yeah.
controls one that it will come up red when it'll.
That's info. It's like you can hear it going shh in the room.
Miss, are you okay in there? I heard knocking. Are you okay?
Ye... I am okay. No need to worry.
Very good. There are two men downstairs asking about you. An Uldar and your captain?
Can you tell them I am fine, please? Tell them to go away.
Very well. And
Thank
she
you.
will obviously pitter-patter away, and she'll come down to you too. I spoke with her, and she said to tell you that she's perfectly fine and doesn't wish to converse at the moment.
Oh, that's. Oh god, do we have? We actually have rooms. Oh shit. Oh, actually, DM, we would know because we went to the ship first, didn't we? So is it just full of like?
People.
Yeah.
Yeah, merchants
Yeah.
mostly, sailors.
No, sorry. The wage rest, is it full of like lumber supplies for the work and then
No.
next day okay, so we can't just go back to sleep on the ship. Okay.
What I meant by the gathering the lumber supplies is the carpenter's gathering it all to start working on it, and then he'll
Yeah, but
deliver
it's
the
not actually
pieces
on the
to
ship,
No,
that's-
no.
It's fine, because I imagine otherwise like it was more just so like he would sleep at that tavern if like the ship was just full of fucking wood, but if it's
Oh,
not,
I thought you were going to use it as a sneaky way. Oh, okay.
You want to just go back to the ship and leave her here
Yeah.
in
I think so.
whatever state she's in.
I think the door's locked, isn't it? Like these people just decide she's
Yeah, vague look around the room. They're normal. I guess I don't know what I'm
Upper
asking for.
class, but yeah, mostly merchants and sailors that have come in from out of Ireland, and maybe a couple of people that have got well-to-do.
No one's gonna kick a door in.
No, and like I guess we could see like the woman go up to rooms and it looked like secure. It didn't look like
Safe.
think
no,
maybe-
it was, like passed out in a fucking open door.
No,
Maybe
no,
we-
she's in.
we-
You would be told she is currently staying in a room.
I think she's fine.
I mean, she's not going to be in a good state when she wakes up. We could just get a room and then catch her when she gets up. Just to make sure she... I don't know.
The old door. Let's get a room then. We're getting 2 or 1.
1, 2 beds.
Okay.
I say to the whoever's there.
It's a gold piece. Silver a bed. 5 silver a bed.
Alright, I'll just pay the gold.
Very well. And she will obviously hand you a key in which you can go and rest for the evening. What does Dax and Barnet do?
Probably just be chilling around.
No, but like, do you go back to the ship? Do you go looking for Josiah, Uldar, and Nivara? What are we doing?
I'd probably have a
chilling around
nosy.
is vague.
Yeah, I'd have a nosy round, see if we can spot them. Coming, Barnet.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's no one here, so.
Well, the Wade's Rest has the Wade's Rest crew.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the party.
Okay. Going into the wee hours of the morning, you will eventually get word that rooms have been rented at the Crossroads Keepers for parts of your crew. As you would obviously be asking, have you seen like a person looks like Dragonborn and all this?
Mm.
You'd be aware that
Man with a
they've
giant hat.
yeah, a man with an incredibly big hat and tiny cock.
You do not like that.
No, I don't.
Not wrong.
Do you wish to take residence in the inn, or are you going back to the vessel?
I'll head back to the ship.
Is there anything you do during this time?
Just randomly like playing me instruments.
Sword.
Get arrested for that.
Obviously not in like the crowded areas of the because obviously everyone's asleep.
It does make it sound like you're handling a different kind of instrument. You know that, right? I can do it in the public area.
I need to strum it all night long.
I'm going.
Right. Rest will eventually come to everybody in various states of succession.
Can I do
I would
something?
say.
Yes.
Oh,
Go on.
you go first. I
Josiah,
was
you
just going to
spoke
say.
first.
Yeah.
Well, Josiah's sort of lying like in a twin room with the person he broke up with, who's now a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, Oldar.
Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. So, you're no longer Paula now, you're Oldar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ish. I'm still polar. I mean, my mind doesn't change.
Talk about
My
polar
body does.
opposites.
Hey.
Way.
Are you okay with us being friends? Is that okay? I do feel sorry how I broke. I think. Did we even break up? I don't even think. I don't know. Feel.
Were we really together?
No. I don't think so. Do you think? Or do you? Unless you feel differently, I don't.
We're good, Captain.
That's
And I
fine.
lie down.
Alright, I'll just make sure we're friends because you are a good friend of mine. You can now be my blood brother. If you're now brother, don't know how that works, but sure.
Or sister. I might change again.
My blood person, that's fine. Sibling, blood sibling. There we go.
You're going full for blood. Okay.
Wow, comrades in arms. We fight together. Like, it's not siblings and flowers and good times, is it?
You're my captain.
Mm.
I will follow you. And everybody chooses their captain.
Good to know, Mr. Oldar. Very good. Good night,
Good.
Oldar. It's almost like I feel like it's a stepbrother scene. Like they're just like, oh, we're friends now.
I will I'll stay up for a bit, just to, as if we're doing watches, just in
Right.
case something happens
If
I
that's
assume
the
we're
intent-
close by to Polaris's.
Nivara.
Naya's.
I've I
Wrong
said the wrong name
character.
again.
Oh, he did the thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you don't know
Nivara's
where
ring.
she is.
Oh,
You
do we
don't-
not know? Yeah, we don't know.
No.
You never. You
Probably
could. You
not.
could have followed the innkeeper.
Randomly knocked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nivara?
Okay, I
Nivara?
I go to sleep then because the
You don't
keeping
know,
watch thing doesn't work. Yeah. We get up early because
I would.
lady is not getting up early.
Nivara,
Well, no, I would say.
you said you had something to say.
It's more just what Naya would do, if that makes sense. Like, I imagine she'll feeling quite lonely suddenly would have summoned Kavane and just kind of like buried her face in, like, his back fur or whatever, just to have a little bit of comfort.
So
I
you're
guess?
gonna sogify Kavane by crying into his back.
No goal. Yeah.
Like you do with animals, you know what I mean? When you have
Yeah.
it's like an emotional support animal, and she's just kind of a little bit feeling quite lonely
You
and
notice
sad and
that.
far from home.
You notice that Kavane, when like you snuggle into him, because this is the first time you've really had like heavy interaction with him outside
Any
of giving
affection,
commands,
any affection.
for quite
yeah.
a while. You notice that from when the last time you were hands-on with him, he's incredibly warm to the touch. He's like a little furnace. So like as you like kind of
Thank
bury
you.
your face, it's like almost like you're in a sauna. Like it's quite very hot actually, but not uncomfortable.
Kind of like a little hot water bottle,
Yeah, kind of.
or just okay. Yeah.
Like his
And,
overall temperature is like 10-15 degrees higher maybe.
Oh, okay.
I think
Kind of pull her face back and kind of raise an eyebrow a little bit. Something you want to tell me? Kind of like trying to dry her face off a little bit.
Kind of just gives like a slight shake, like because I don't believe it can converse with you directly, like can it?
No, telepathically we can kind of communicate, but I
Right.
imagine it's in the way that
It's
a
basic.
dog would be
Yeah.
like, "Dude, do this, do you know what I mean?" Not much
No.
more than that, but it's up to you.
No, why?
It's nice. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so. Just feel very far from home.
Oh, we go back.
That sounds really. Not yet. Trying to scratch him behind the ears a little bit. We're kind of like settling down to try and go to sleep, like pulling him closer so she has her own little. Did foxes purr?
Oh,
No.
we'll say this one does.
Okay. Do you know what I mean? In that way that animals sometimes can offer more comfort than we quite realise.
Eventually, some pissed out their asses, others upsetty spaghetti, some made an up.
She's still crying, but
Yeah.
upset, like drunk.
You will
Does
all
that make sense
eventually-
in that way that?
Yeah, you will all eventually rest. And you will all have a long rest. Nivara, you, however, will pick up a level of exhaustion because of just how wild you are. Yeah.
No,
Well,
I get
yeah,
it completely.
well,
I made a
if
decision.
you hadn't have slept on top of, you would have gained 2 levels. But basically, you are so hungover because you drank half a bottle of elven whiskey, and I would imagine you probably drank a good chunk, if not all, of the wine. Yeah, you're fucked. So just for
Okay.
clarification, that gives you disadvantage on your ability checks, not
Yeah.
skill or attack rolls.
Yeah.
But you will all
I
make...
assume
Cool.
Go on.
I assume me and Josiah are already having breakfast, just waiting for it to come down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would definitely imagine you guys are way before Nivara. Navarro, he probably has to sit on the edge of the bed for a few minutes, just like, fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
So have you been a Dragonborn before? Just over at Dragonborn
Yeah.
Like, do you like live differently? Do you like have a Dragonborn culture when you're Dragonborn? Like, how does it work?
I normally go a bit more angry. In certain, if I need, if like a situation comes up, but don't worry.
How do you know
I
if
am not more angry now.
Well,
Don't worry.
like, how do you know if you're not like perpetuating a racial stereotype? Like,
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Maybe I am. They are
Oh.
scary looking.
oh my god, are you doing dragon face?
Oh, what? Maybe.
I mean,
It's all about perceptions. It's it's like people make shit. I can't think of the
I
fucking
thought
word.
you'd lived as a Dragonborn, so like you would have a persona, and you were like, oh god, in like a Dragonborn village, so you know their ways, like, or have you just like I?
Oh no. I've seen one. I don't live as anyone. To be fair,
Oh.
everything is temporary.
Yeah, it seems very surface level.
Yeah.
I'm calling it shallow and basic.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
more shallow than basic. Interesting, but shallow. Do you?
I know
like,
enough.
I think this is why we didn't work. Is because you're like a mirror, aren't you?
Yes. Fair enough. Yes.
Damn, it's not me, it's you.
I mimic
But
what I've seen.
Have you ever decided like you just be like, no, this is gonna be me. This is gonna who I'm gonna be. Like,
Where's the fun in that?
alright.
Why be one thing when you can be anyone?
But you're not like anyone, are you? Just like sounds like you're just being like a surface level of multiple things rather than being one person with all their facets. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to be offensive, but how long have you ever lived as one person?
Back at home, I wasn't allowed to change. We were human.
Oh, so you lived
And
as
then-
a human.
Yeah.
How long was that for?
Gosh.
Backstory, Matt. Give me it all. Of it.
Yes. I've been in the archipelago 5 years. I was about 15
So 15 years as a human.
as a human.
So you didn't look like a changeling. You haven't lived as like what changelings look like.
We're not allowed.
Like changeling rules or fascist
Parents' rules.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I didn't know I was Fae until Navarro told me.
Oh, I know. So you knew you were changeling. You just didn't know you were Fae.
I knew I could change, yes.
So did you have one personality as a human then? Did you like things? Did you like people?
Yeah. I mean, the mind doesn't change, it's just the body.
But you're saying like Olgar's different to Polar, like he gets angry at different points and
It's... I mean, if you built up muscle, you'd become more macho.
Yeah.
That's what.
And your biology changed.
Maybe.
Can you breathe like, you know, they breathe fire or shit? Can you do that?
What? Sorry. Say that again.
Can you like breathe acid or fire or shit like that now?
Oh,
Breathe
I
powers?
don't. I can't. I'm a Dragonborn now. I can't do the fire breath. No.
I
think changelings would be broken if you could do that.
I mean,
say, yeah.
Turn into
Yeah,
Asmar,
yeah.
go protect her, turn into... Oh.
Yeah. My stats don't change, just my appearance.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, thank you for. I think you suggested the right thing. Looking up to Navarro.
Yeah. What time is it? She's probably sleeping in. Looks to stairs.
At some point, yes, obviously Naivara will come down.
Looking more dishevelled than usual. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there were sunglasses, she'd be wearing them. Do you know that kind of energy? Like her shirt's not properly, like her blouse isn't tucked in properly. Her what do you call it? It's like she's not done the buttons up on her waistcoat. She's just like fully like, fuck this.
And I'd imagine if there was D&D sunglasses, you'd be wearing them.
Oh yeah.
Garçon, part of your blackest coffee, please.
Water.
Oh, no, actually, no, Josiah's
Water.
Josiah's a sailor, so he's going to be like, I need.
Hair at the dock.
I know. He's like, I need a tablespoon of your hottest sauce. I need an egg, a raw egg. I need a teaspoon of grains of black coffee, and I need some orange juice.
Why are you
fancier than my
me?
hangover cure?
And a spoonful of sugar.
On firecracker coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sailor's town. Yeah, fuck yeah. And he'll just like stir that up.
Firecracker.
Yeah. You should have just said that, boy. Yeah. So you'll be like, drink that in one go. Hold your nose.
I imagine she's like, as soon as she's got to the table, her forehead has been on that table, and then she kind of lifts it up and just goes, "What the fuck is that?"
Hold your nose,
It
drink it,
looks
don't
like-
question it.
Fucking hell, Navarro's so broken, she spoke in normal.
Wait. So she'll go, "What the fuck is that?" And then when he speaks, it looks like it's living.
It's a lot fancier than what I would have given you.
To you. Yeah, it's a sailor's cure, I swear by it.
If I throw up, I'm blaming you. Why do you people do this to yourselves? And she'll pinch her nose and then just try and shot it back.
Save.
Can't.
Yeah.
Can't remember the remedy, but we had a remedy from my great granddad from the Navy.
Right.
That's
Oh,
why.
wow.
That's what the memory sort. Yes.
You know what?
She'd lose an exhaustion point.
Definitely.
All of my saves are really high thanks to
it'll cost a gold. It's a gold piece, mind you. But yeah, no, it sucks. It sucks big ass dick, but you do feel a lot more alert and a lot fucking better after a few minutes, and yeah, your exhaustion point will dissipate because it was exhaustion based stuff. Yeah, it'll take the exhaustion doesn't disappear right away. It'll take about 10-15 minutes, but yeah, it's gonna go.
The light goes
rather than
back to her
all day.
eyes.
Yeah. So yeah, over the next 5-10 minutes, yeah, you'll start to feel all your faculties starting to reevaluate their life.
Swear by it.
At the
you're lucky because
why
it's a
do you
DC
do this
15.
to yourselves?
What's the sorry?
Yeah.
At the why do you do this to yourselves comment, I put my hand on the shoulder. It's like, well, did you have a good night? At least?
Not really.
She was sad and angry. These are the worst drinking nights.
Drinking to forget or remember?
I don't think.
I don't know. Why are you talking about me as if I'm not here?
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying it to you.
Sorry,
I know,
Nivara.
but just like he's
I was just trying to say for you, like, sorry, but yes, you're here, and you're looking much better.
Okay.
I still feel like shit.
You will,
I
but
guess.
you're not gonna feel
Yeah.
like you. Well, wonder what Dax feels like. I was gonna say like feel like you're dead, but
Are we gonna have to get
I
him
don't
drunk now?
know.
like,
Good luck with that.
Does he permanently feel hungover? Is
Can
that
he
what
get
dead
drunk?
people feel like?
Can he drink?
Mm.
Doesn't breathe.
Mm.
Why are we talking about dead things when I've literally just said I feel sick?
Well, I was saying like you feel dead
Sorry,
when you're hungover.
sorry.
And, yeah, sorry. Have some orange juice as well. That will help the sugar.
Okay.
Do you want food? I don't do food when I'm hungover, but some people do.
I don't know. This is the only time I've ever been that.
Well, I imagine
Under
that
the
we're like
influence.
halfway through our breakfast. Like, do you feel hungry when you see this, or don't you?
It depends on what is currently left. I imagine.
I suppose it's a bit of scrambled eggs,
Yeah,
some
bits,
toast,
yeah,
like, and
yeah.
beans. Like it's like some sausage.
I think it's in that way of like someone who'll take a mouthful and then suddenly realise that they're ravenous, and the plate's like moved over to her like immediately
okay.
afterwards.
Yeah, I
is it
hand mine over as well. Then, yeah.
Is it a buffet or is it order? Because
It's order, but it's not terribly expensive. We'll just say for everyone, it's probably like 5 gold. Not 5 gold. Sorry, 5 silver.
Paid that
I
with
just-
my choke money.
What can I just say? Fucking elvish whiskey. Jeez, I felt like with every shot, just
It's
more
probably
flayed open.
Nivara's.
It was
It's probably
horrendous.
Nivara's first taste of it.
Oh yeah, she's never been drunk before. I feel like the only time that she's ever been drunk, and that wasn't really drunk, that was drugged. She's not experienced this before.
Yeah, you were drunk.
Come back, sorry.
Drunk-ish at the. Yeah.
At the
I
start.
don't think it was ever declared she was drunk. It was Dax who declared she was drunk.
Yeah. She was
Yeah.
drugged. She'd had the things off Priscilla. that was
Yeah,
literally
the
it.
She had the codeine.
Yeah, different feeling. Happy.
as well, yeah.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I don't think
we're just glad you're okay.
Why?
I did something I haven't
Why?
done all my life. Well, why? Because we care about you. And you're pissed off, and I understand why you're pissed off.
Huh?
And I've done something that I've never done before.
Why do I feel like that's a very short list?
Yeah,
Naya looks very shocked and quite surprised at the moment. And you see her like she stopped eating and is kind of just watching very warily.
I mean, I fucking snitched on someone. I haven't done that before.
Oh.
I made sure Vlad's mentor priest knew what he did, because they didn't condone it. I made sure he has to atone for what he did. If you follow rules, you gotta follow your rules. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
What's it?
Oh,
I am worried he will do it to us.
What I have said.
I am not worried about whether he will kill us. I don't think he'd get a chance.
No.
What I am worried for is how do we not know with every single step we make if it is for the greater good? If he decides that he is personally affronted, if someone was not to say that he will ruin every single plan we lay out, depending on whether he sees himself above all law or determination, above your leadership.
Wow.
Only his God can judge him.
Wow.
He said that.
Yes. Well, I said he has to atone to a higher power, and I meant you. Like, he's got to.
But why should he have forgiveness when he took someone else's away from them?
It's your decision. You have the decision to hire fire as much as I do.
I don't think it is my place to judge him. Merely wanted to recruit this man because I thought he would be good for our overall goal. It is very useful for us to have powerful people in our employ. I did not want to piss off Vlad. I did not realize that he was so... I should have known better, I guess.
I think the thing is, people do vengeance differently than you, Naivara.
It's really pissed me off when he said that it was his justice. I have given up so much and yeah.
It was vengeance.
But his was
yeah.
The fact that he could not even be there to be on that boat, but I literally shared a bed with the man who killed my family.
I think
does that make me worse?
No, it makes you an exception to the rule. Makes you different.
I'm sorry, but I agree with Josiah.
Most people would have died in some way suffering that 20 years. You didn't. And I'm glad you didn't, but you're different to other people, how you acted. Like, that's why we fell out. I wanted to kill Jacob. That is the norm, the standard. Vlad caved into it.
He caved in and caved in.
Mm-hmm. And that pisses me off a little bit myself because I managed not to and he did. But
we gave up. That person did not kill his family, did not even... I felt like it was born out of anger because in that man's mind his family was inconsequential. I believe that is the real reason why Vlad was that angry. He would not allow for the man to be given forgiveness. But now I hope that it is not just his higher power that he ends up to. I hope he finds that man's family and allows for them to do the same justice that he carried out. If it is that, he's going to not apologize to anybody involved in this.
Well,
I know I pushed.
Yeah.
And I know that's what I did. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I'm having an argument with somebody, smash a guy's skull in, and he goes and does it. I don't know what that's fucking psychotic.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be angry anymore, okay? I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it change what I am going to do. I have a mission. I will not be stopped. We need to go to this stake. We need to find out what the Yuan-Ti are doing before it is too late for anybody in this archipelago. Me, you, Vlad, his mentor, whoever. I can forgive. No, that is not the right word. I can stay on board a ship with somebody who has committed murder.
What did you just say? You can't stay on the ship?
No, I can. Do not worry. Do you want me to leave?
No, it's up to you. That's what I'm saying. You have the decision over Vlad. I gave you that.
He is being judged by his church. Now you get to judge him on behalf of the crew.
I do not want to. Does that make sense?
Then do I have to, or are you leaving it?
That's the question. Do we do nothing, or? And I look to Josiah. Do you believe he should be?
This is the issue. Like, is he part of the crew? I don't fucking know. He's part of our party.
Technically, nobody is part of the.
Technically, I'm not part of the crew.
You're not. No. The only two people that are actually members of the crew are Josiah and myself. Which is, I'm sorry to say, is literally we are the only two with roles on the ship. Everybody else, I mean, you don't even pay board or rent or anything, you do not contribute towards your food. So, how are we going to...
Yeah. I will start, like, asking people to take roles.
But what roles?
What,
and I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with spiritual leader. I have had enough impositions put on me by the church.
I'm sorry.
No more.
I'm sorry. Who's spiritual on that ship? I'm sorry.
Only
Like,
glad.
who's he giving religious
Right,
counsel?
I'll tell you who's spiritual on that ship. Wade.
Mm.
Yeah, 'cause he's a dumb spirit!
Yes, a
Spirit!
spirit.
Yes!
Um, not only that, Zat, but I know Salune. Salune is one of the 5 heaven gods. Literally, he was manipulating her words. If I knew people, it would be an affront to their sensibilities.
Well,
If I
Alex
saw
said
any of the
same
clerics
thing.
come back home.
Oh, I did get you one thing though,
Oh,
and
You
you'll bring
got
out the
me
alabaster
something?
red. Yes. I asked for Alvin, but I did think you probably are a wine drinker.
I do
Is
enjoy
that really
wine
a
more
good
than.
thing for now?
Well,
I
it's for
wouldn't open
later.
that
It's
now.
not like it. No, the hangover cures work for now.
I am joking.
But yeah, this is. But
Later.
now we're talking about what's happened. But that's the alabaster red that I managed to get from Alex. It's a sort of compensation, not a compensation, but a sort of did my charms a bit.
Friendly gesture.
Yeah.
Why am I involved?
you-
I didn't buy it. I actually say that as well.
It's the same reason why the 3 of us keep coming together. Friendship? Did you say, Paula? Are we? I don't.
I raised my glass. Friendship.
Orange juice, is it?
Whatever's in
Raise
my
our coffees or orange juices too. For friendship.
Oh, I don't know if I like that word. It tastes weird.
No.
Which one?
Friendship.
Orange
Would
juice?
you like to know?
Friendship. It's a bit. Two comrades.
Brothers
No.
and sisters in arms.
Oh my god. Will you stop
After-
with your.
Yeah.
After a interesting enough breakfast, you will all eventually meet up on Wade's rest.
the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lad, I assume early in the morning you would probably head out. Do you intend to return to the ship?
I'm not heading out yet. I'm going to speak to Alex first.
Okay. Because obviously I would imagine you're going to be early in the morning as well, so it's whether you meet up with the rest
Oh
in
yeah,
a second.
morning prayers and stuff like that. So, but I'd meet with Alex first.
Okay. It's easy enough to do. He's relatively available because he doesn't do a lot of the hands-on work. He's pretty much at the moment the most senior cleric here.
Right. Good morning.
Morning, lad. I trust you slept well after your time.
It's been a difficult night. I struggled communicating for the time.
As
I take
imagined
it that
you may have.
obviously. How do I know if forgiveness or the path to take now? Is there an answer, or don't you know?
I would imagine something like that you'd probably find out in your own time. Maybe test your connection through the means you have and see where things lie. And maybe try to rebuild the bridges that you have burned and have a look once more at Salune's doctrines. That at least would... The bridges is more of a personal opinion and suggestion, but in terms of the doctrines, I suggest you restudy what it is to be a devotee of Salune. I said to your captain, I don't
Back to the beginning.
I don't judge you from what you did as a person. I just disagree with it inherently as a cleric here. But as a person, I understand.
I feel I let my emotions get the better of me when I should have stayed more focused when I was pushed. it just shows I've still got a long way to go.
It seems from how I was being told, at least from the others, that you were being pushed to try and see a picture that was in front of you, but maybe it wasn't the right method in the moment, but... Think on it.
As I says, I feel I have to take a step back and start from the beginning and relearn.
Sometimes
But
there is no point doing complexities if you can't do the basics perfectly. And sometimes even the best clerics can rely on the basics. It might be worth revisiting, yes.
I feel I have to revisit everything I've done now and question everything I've done. I felt that it was the right path. I wanted to bring him in and let him face judgment. But it's difficult. It was very difficult at the time. It's like her own ego just pushes me to the point where she thinks she's self-righteous, and it pushes me to the point where I question myself, and I must learn.
Maybe that's the point. Maybe she's doing it for you to question yourself and garner a reaction for the betterment.
Oh, trust me, it's nothing to do with that. It's her own self-divine belief in herself that she's right and everyone else is wrong. It's like no matter what anyone says, she's right and everyone else is wrong. It's around arrogance.
Have you sought to maybe ask why she feels like this? Does she know more than she lets on?
Whether she knows more than that science is irrelevant. It's her own ego. She feels she's got this divine purpose and her ways are right and everyone else's ways is wrong.
Well, for
And
better
she's
or
wrapped everyone round their fingers. So
well, for better or for worse, everyone
goes.
has a reason to do the things they do. Whether you agree with them or not, it might be worth maybe finding her reason. At least, whether you agree with it then or not, you could probably understand the method.
You believe method in madness, then?
You don't have to agree with her methods, but at least having an idea of why she does the things she does might prove useful. At least then it might help with the tension situations and maybe alleviate them some with more knowledge, more understanding. You never have to agree with them, but learning
something
more
I must pray
helps.
on, I believe.
Right. As long as you're rested and your wounds have healed, you are obviously free to leave if you still wish to do so.
I have to head back to the boat anyway, so...
Good. It seems they at least... Maybe they don't see you as a beacon of guidance, but they do at least see use in you, and there is a sense of camaraderie, at least from the ones that were here when you left. Although they had concerns, they didn't exactly wish to see you deserted. At least it seemed.
Fair play.
Oh,
let's see what it says when I get there.
Come on, you've got a walk ahead of you. Take a couple apples from the basket as you leave if you need.
My thanks. And I'd step off and take my slow walk to the city, well, the next town where they all are.
Which is where eventually everyone will meet up on the deck of the Wade's Rest. An apple for the road? Yes.
That's so generous.
He said 2.
Oh, wow. Fucking hell.
2?
2? Fucking 2?
He's a growing boy.
So our next quest is to head out east to where we believe the dig site to be.
Yeah.
It would be likely there that we will be uncovering some sort of potentially this could have links back to the larger Yuan-Ti threat. Agreed?
Because I would imagine
Great.
almost you're doing that talk just as Vlad turns upon the ship because he would be last to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go
Aye.
to the dig site, investigate.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we may find something to give us an added edge in the upcoming, I would say fight, but I believe it will be much grander, much more deadlier. I would like to at least have
than
some
a
sort of
fight.
base. I believe it will be war that we are about to encounter.
I was going to go a fuck up, but yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm not paid enough.
Is it really a war if they squish us? You know?
No.
Like ants.
It's a fucking mess.
It is with every day that I am starting, my worry is increasing. We do not know what they are doing, we just know that they are doing something. The fact that a very powerful being is giving orders to you to execute Gissa, who we believe to be instrumental to whatever their plans are.
Right.
They are uprising. We must stop them. Shall we head out today? I do not believe that we need much more rest. I am feeling much
think we're all
better.
rested.
Thank you, Desire.
You're welcome.
And she does look a little bit tidier now.
Yeah. Right, one
Cleaned herself up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more so she's actually done up her waistcoat and her blouse is like tucked in a little bit. So she's a little bit more presentable. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Are we ready to head out? Let's head out.
Let's go.
Hey.
To the dig site.
With everybody making their way, bold as brass, search of the dig site. It is not.
Dig, Danny. It sounded like that might just be me. I might have heard something very different.
Heard dig. I don't know what Rose heard. I can guess.
Yeah.
Rose, what did you hear?
That's next session. Next session is when we head there. You can guess. I don't need to tell you.
Right, well, Rose heard, like, something. I don't know.
Sounds like a sexy thing. Doesn't sound like an offensive thing. It's sexy, so it's good.
But either way, you all head east in search of the dig site.
Thank you.
And
you dig, Daddy-o.
Yeah, you speaking with a few people on the way out of town and following some very, very basic signage, you do hear the understanding that there is a mining settlement, like not too far, where there is literally like a few tents, a couple of like supply shacks and things that have been set up right next to a plot that is being used for mining.
As we are going, and when we're starting to draw a little bit closer, Naivara will ask the group at large. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I will always, I'm willing to be surprised. Has anyone here got experience dealing with archaeological digs?
DM, would I?
Say that again, sorry.
DM, would I?
Yeah, would I what?
Would I have experience with...
I used a shovel before.
With working with archaeological people.
Probably not. No.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
I know, Tone. I know. Yeah, that's where they're heading at the minute. You can be moral support as you actually do this as an actual living.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah,
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Fib's missus is
so cool.
Archaeologist. It's fucking cool, man. What?
Oh my god, I'm very jealous.
Just a random tangent question before we carry on. What? Because obviously there's many fucking types of archaeology. What type of stuff?
Mistakes?
Yeah. What type of stuff is it? Like dinosaur, Jurassic, and stuff, or is it like medieval? Is it like Romany stuff? Like what type of?
Where you dug? Yeah. Any famous digs?
Where did you dig from? Where did you go? Where did you dig from? Cotton Eye Joe.
mean, anyone can dig a hole.
Oh,
I literally did
Tony-
geology.
Tony's the last person you want to say that to. Tony's
Yeah,
literally
you
the
really
last
don't
person
want to
say
upset her.
that to. Ooh.
I'm upset on her behalf.
Ooh.
I'm not
Jesus.
upset, I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You got upset
Well,
about
it's
These
nice knowing you,
like,
Matt.
Matt,
It really was.
For every second you're not running, she's approaching rapidly.
I'm like the snail and it follows. Ooh.
So we do commercial, we dig all time periods. We've had Mesolithic all the way to post-medieval.
I need to know
Oh,
what's
that's so
commercial.
cool.
Does that mean like when it's train lines and stuff, and you have to like dig up under the train line, like when the?
I was gonna say I'm allowing
Or
this
is it
tangent.
like
I'm allowing this tangent because it's interesting. It helps me.
All nerds, yeah.
It helps
all
me.
history
Yeah.
nerds.
Is it like investment? So like someone wants to invest into, you know, a
Yeah.
dig, and then you can see like for personal,
Yeah.
what do you call them,
what's
like
the meaning of
collections
commercial?
or
Because I think
museums?
commercial is like when there's a train line or like a building they have to build, and they have to like obviously you have to have people to make sure there isn't historical shit underneath, and if there is, then they have to get it out of the way. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. Teachers, Danny needs a plan, and we need to be taught.
Yeah, I need to know. I want to get this correct. God damn it! Teach me your ways, you harlot. Please.
I do wish I did a history degree. I don't.
Oh.
Like.
We might be waiting a little while if she's busy. So maybe continue on and keep an eye.
Well, Tony digs holes and looks after children. It's fine.
Yeah,
Cool.
she might be looking after children.
Wait,
She's
what?
stuck in a hole.
One than the other.
Yeah.
Matt, stop
First-
talking. I'm going to tell you now.
No,
Just
Matt,
stop.
Matt. It's the first one first. So she digs holes, then she looks after children, not the other way around.
Right, Matt.
Fine.
Matt.
It's
I think
fine.
you need to worry about your own hole you're digging right now, bud.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, we have answered.
Oh.
Houses,
Oh, that's
roads,
right.
train tracks, anywhere they have to break. Yeah. So anywhere they have to break ground and preserve
cool.
like things.
That's so cool.
You'll have to get us some photos, Tony.
Uh,
I want a selfie of you with like a fucking Roman femur or something.
where's the best site? What's the best thing?
I could just imagine like
Okay, this feels like maybe a conversation to have in the Discord. Does that make sense? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, well, what's like the best site? But like, let's continue. But I would ask so many questions.
Well, yeah, feel free to continue it in the.
You might not be able
I'm
to
gonna
say.
Ben. I mean, Ben, just type it up. You're more than welcome to. And DM Dan.
There we go, cool.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yes, might not be able to say on
and
screen.
then I will pass that information on as best as I can. But I imagine like a selfie, like, yo, look at this Mesopotamian bone, motherfucker.
You're talking to the man who wandered on Hadrian's Wall, and I'm like, yeah, shit. So I will eat it up.
Rose, you said as we were approaching the dig site, you wanted to do something.
Yes. So I ask everybody, what is your experience dealing with archaeological digs, scholarly types, discussing potential history?
I
Any
beat him up and
experience?
take that shit.
So not you then. Anybody else?
I can use a shovel.
Anybody else?
If I find
Do
something,
I have a volunteer?
I'll have a
Okay.
job. I'm more than happy to go into a tomb.
Do some digging.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take this by the thing. Just try not to make it seem like. How about we try not to say anything really strange or weird to these people, because it could be that they might have access to information that we need to get to, and usually all you need to ask is, oh, that's really interesting, what does that mean? Smart people love talking about what their passions are in life. That is it. They will probably, if you push them, don't try to make out like you know everything, because how to on work, but they'll have a specific interest and you kind of let them ramble, you know?
Yep.
People love talking about themselves. It's like their common thing.
Yep.
So, I am going to pretend that we are here basically interested in what they may be uncovering.
Can do.
I have quite a lot of experience with archaeological digs. I did them for many years.
Take the lead, quartermaster.
Are you sure? Anybody had any issue with this?
No.
Go ahead.
So, let them talk. Very well. That's really interesting. Okay.
Exactly, Barnet. Would anyone like to pretend to be my assistant?
Go on, it'll be a laugh.
I've been waiting for you to take orders from me.
Who says I won't enjoy it?
Shit, I'm waiting.
Okay, look, we're nearly there. That was more Naya's awkward because she does look at Naya for a second, but then apologizes and then remembers that literally they just broke up and kind of goes, "Oh shit." Okie dokie.
It's Olgar, to be fair. It's Olgar, a completely different person.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Is it?
Wow.
Cool. I'm going to the dig site.
Right.
We have a cat cam.
Josiah Stowe's massive hat is actually.
What was that, Ben?
Josiah stows his massive hat away so it looks more like an assistant.
Okay.
Do a couple more buttons up. Tidy your hair.
Try and. Yeah.
Can anyone make you guys look cleaner? Just less. Dirt is fine, but not.
So I haven't got any fake glasses because with a goatee, I think I'll look pretty.
I will. I assume I have like a small disguise kit. I will dig in.
Fake glasses.
Yeah, fake glasses. And just,
I've got a
Fake
bigger
glasses on the
disguise
dragon
kit on the ship. So yeah, but a little one.
Yeah. So you tie his hair, like button up his shirt, fake glasses on, so he looks a bit more like. Ah, yes.
Have I got to do your makeup again?
No. I'll just pretend to be. And you can see he's affecting a bit more of a. Because he's high charisma. Do this. He's like a bit more of a.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Hello. Yes. I'll be her assistant. Yes.
Okay, just stand up straight. Keep quiet. That's it. Do as I say.
What do I address you as?
Do I need to be human?
No, you do realize these people have seen all sorts of things, but buried beneath the surface. I don't think they give a shit at what you look like in terms of your race.
Lady Naivara, what do I address you as?
Not that. Just Miss Zilocient will be perfectly fine.
Zilocent?
Miss Z.
Zilocient. Miss Z is fine.
Miss Z.
Miss Z is fine. Oh my god. Okay. This is not going to go terribly. We'll be fine.
It could be worse.
What?
This is penance. I feel like this is penance for trying. I just wanted to recruit him. Was it that bad? Getting penance.
Right. Well, during this, I'm gonna present to you a miniature cat count.
I can see.
Hey.
Which one's this one?
This is Yin.
Is it Yin?
Yin's the only one that's really cuddly because of how ill he's been. He's really, really cuddly.
Oh, bless.
Well, you can see from this, like, he's in my hand. He's like half the size of the others, bless him. But approaching the dig site, what you can see is a lot of the normal day-to-day mining operations have been ceased, at least temporarily. And you can see a number of like gazebo-like structures, like the tents with like the no walls, have been set up, and you can see a couple of people that are stood round tables looking at parchments, and you can see a number of people that are digging at the minute, like currently shoveling out what looks like loose soil.
I will head up straight to. Is there a larger gazebo? Can I see people milling around? Is there anyone that looks like they're shouting commands?
At the minute, it looks like there's like a singular tent where there are people, and they're currently looking over what looks like charters and maps of some kind. You can see two people currently over it. You can see one that looks like a young-ish human, maybe 30s. It's hard to really tell with like dark hair. And you can see that he's wearing like white. It's a white Arabic dress, which is like the like what Saudi like men wear.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
like
yeah.
that. You can also see another man that looks to be a bit older, and you can see his hair starting to mottle with grey and things like this, and you can see he's wearing a very similar garb, and he's currently pointing out plots on this paper on the table. And you can see this as you're approaching. There's not like no perimeter. They're not like on guard or anything. They're just kind of doing their thing.
Hello? And I will step like into the main door of the tent. I gotta clear my throat a little bit.
Didn't expect to have any visitors from the town. Welcome. If you'll hear about the mines, we should be done maybe within a week or so.
No, you are mistaken, I'm afraid. This is Mademoiselle Z. She is a learned scholar.
Right.
We overheard that apparently you have uncovered something quite, well, had to be seen to be believed.
Yes, well, we have been making our own discoveries, but how, just pique my curiosity, how did you find out about the archaeological site here? I thought, and like kind of turned to the cathedral, I thought we managed to keep it in the university.
Well, oh,
Is Nivara struggling, or like?
no, she
Yeah.
just looks a little surprised and kind of steps forward and goes, yes, as my compatriot said, my assistant,
You
I am
balance.
a learned scholar. I thought it was kind of obvious why I was here.
Well, do forgive me, but I didn't notice at first, no. So...
Mistress, maybe showing him the letter from the university. Like, we were given the letter from the university. Don't you understand, you clod? He has been given permission from the university to visit here.
Oh.
Kind of looks at you, Naivara.
She'll pull out the letter. I was sent immediately to come and get a better understanding of what it was. I have spent many years involved in a number of digs.
Will you
I am a
hand him the letter?
historian. She'll kind of show it so he can see, and I'm guessing he sees his own handwriting.
That's why I'm asking, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of didn't want to reveal it, but never mind.
Kind of furrows his brow at the sight of the letter, because obviously he recognizes it pretty instantly.
Once it went up the chain of command, I was immediately sent. We arrived shortly this morning and have walked from town via means of teleportation.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Can't I help that?
Fucking
How?
desire.
What? He's like fawning. It's like, you should see the mystical runes she carries conscious for teleportation. I've never seen anything like.
What?
The,
do you do anything to help the deception of the clearly stolen letter?
What he will say, like, Miss Z is a consultant I brought in from the university. Have you not heard of her before, for her brilliance?
Okay, I'll let it go flat, which will make it the 14, so we always take the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? You've caught him on an off day. I was not made aware of your appointment, and my apologies. Though it does pique my curiosity how the letter reached the university so quickly, considering it was only posted about 4-5 days ago.
No, I understand completely. New technology.
Damn
But
their interwebs.
Josiah until he Winters realised he nearly gave the game away. He thought it would be
Yeah.
teleported. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
no,
was
Priscilla,
a letter.
Priscilla stole that letter for you.
I thought he would
Yeah.
be like teleported to communicate. Like Josiah thought magic shit, so it would be instantly teleported. I didn't realise it was a snail man. So
It was just a straight up letter.
Yep.
Basically, these guys were going to hold the fort as best they can, but they basically wanted scholarly reinforcements to get permission to fully excavate.
But I thought someone would have sent a note before last night. Oh, strange.
So, what is your name then, if you don't mind my ask?
Oh, my name?
Yes.
I'm usually referred to as Missy. But if you would like my first name, are we going that familiar? Mr.
Quinn. Mr. Quinn.
Mr. Quinn. Oh, it
Yeah.
is delightful to meet you.
This is one of my students here.
A student?
Yes. We managed
Of what
to
study?
secure this while on a sabbatical. Taking him out, exploring some of the older parts of the world. He's one of the learned.
Oh, apologies. Should I refer to you as Professor rather than Mister?
You may, if you wish.
Oh, I am a firm believer of paying respect to somebody's rank within learned circles. I know how many years you must have spent trying to gain your professorship. So, yes, Professor it is.
Well, this here is Beltree. And Beltree will kind of give a nod. I'll put the name in the chat. The chat?
Thank you.
The chat. So, you have Off Win and Beltree. And Beltree, you'll notice, looks to be, on closer inspection, a half-elf.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes. Well, Professor, as we've been discussing at least, we've been looking into access points to the dig site underground. We've found a number of small cavities, not chambers, but we're not sure what yet.
What sort of iconography are you encountering? Is this something more pre-Krieg, or are we post-Krieg?
It's too hard to tell at the moment, as we have not yet removed anything from the ground. We have just found the external walls, but it definitely looks post.
Oh, understanding. I have only ever been involved in 2 digs where we saw pre-Krieg things. Fascinating, like tablets with the strangest writing on it. Took me a very long time to decipher what their secrets were.
Yes, I've not
I'm
had the
always a little...
privilege of studying at anything pre-Krieg just yet, though I did read case studies about the portal platform in Multisora a number of
I have
years ago.
heard of it. Fascinating thing. It was buried beneath the sand. It took an entire army of spellcasting fiends to raise it.
Yes.
Isn't history the coolest?
It is a gateway into our past and means to better ourselves for the future. For those that fail to learn from history, we are always going to be doomed to repeat.
Agreed.
Agreed.
You need to learn. It's a Krieg. So,
but thankfully, at least here, we don't look like we're having such luck with antiquity discoveries, but discoveries nevertheless. It looks to be maybe a small storage chamber or sacrificial chamber of the old UNT people that once belonged here. It doesn't look too big, it looks to be more like a very small facility, maybe a room or two.
Of what, sorry? A storage chamber or a ritual chamber?
Potentially, it looks to be rather small. Potentially a burial ground, perhaps.
Any sort of mosaics? I've heard that a number of ruins in this archipelago have mosaics.
We haven't gotten inside yet, but we intend to. We're currently waiting on the laborers we hired from the town to finish excavating the roof portion of the place we're looking into, and then moving from there. We're currently, in kind of gestures to the maps, discussing, and you can see there's a sketch of what they theorize the room inside to be, which isn't terrible.
Oh yeah, she starts like poring over it. If that
we're
makes
looking
sense.
at potential entry points. The problem is we have no easy access to the internals, as the holes we have found are rather small. It would have been useful
able to
if
take it?
the university can send over one of their druid folk. That would make things rather easy, but unfortunately, we are yet to wait for a response.
Would you be able to show us these entry points?
Well, certainly. Beltry can take you over there, and while I continue looking over the paperwork. Yes, Professor, I'll take her over immediately. Please, miss, follow me.
As we go, I will say to Beltry, please excuse me for a second. I'm just going to use a little magic. If that is okay? I just need to see. Good. I'm going to cast comprehend. Can I do that actually? Bear with me. I would need to do it as a ritual. Can I tell him to sit down for a second and just quickly do comprehend languages? Can I do that?
No.
I need to, otherwise I can't
magic
say anything.
users within reason are... It's fair, like, yeah, there's processes, so, like, no, certainly. While you're all situated, do your workers need refreshments, pointing at the party?
Nara will just kind of do, like, a wide sweep motion, but continue with her work. Like I said, go for it. If they want something, they can go.
Yeah, so Beltry will head over to the party and go, do any of you need water or maybe some food while you're waiting? While your mistress does her work?
Aldar is watching with interest on the ritual.
Yeah. So a tea for yourself. What about, and gestures to Dax, Vlad, Barnet?
Water, please.
Your offer is very kind, but unfortunately, I will decline at this time.
That's perfectly fine. If you do need anything, please do let me know. I will bring a glass of water for your mistress as well.
Some water, please.
Mistress needs to stay hydrated.
Certainly. And, you know, as time...
I don't like this version of Desire. I really don't. I'm trying to get with it, and I hate it.
He's played it up. He's played it up to piss you off. Like, that is the objective.
I'm going to end up choking him out. I'm just going to say it. I don't like it.
Again, you might like
Go to
it.
sleep.
Like...
Oh, fuck off.
That's really interesting.
Oh no! Don't do it!
Oh no! Don't peg me. No, what?
Oh.
So, yeah, can I will do my ritual spell.
No. We're going to let that percolate for a few seconds. I'm going to let that one breathe. Just let it sink in. Literally. Anyway.
And confirm.
What? Did you say can confirm?
Yeah.
Team Gremlin, Chaos Gremlin arises.
Have you been pegged, Matt?
No, I did you say him?
Okay.
Chaos reigns.
Oh.
Okay. Understood.
Can I complete my ritual, please, so we can move this on?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Thank you. And then you'll just notice she gets up and goes to Beltry. I'm ready.
Understood. I will take you to the entry points now.
Thank you.
And you will see. You will take a step. And look, the hole is about 6 foot deep. You can see there are obviously normal mining operations, but basically what he's taking you down is like a small tunnel that they've made on the side of the mine to basically access the discoveries from a different point of view. And he'll point out like this stone wall that's clearly mankind made. We can see here they discovered these brickworks here, and we had some of the dwarven folk look it over, and they confirmed that it looked to be rather ancient. We managed to bore a few small holes in, and with some light we managed to illuminate the room, but we couldn't get much of a visual. We're scared to expand the hole too big, as we risk fear of collapse and destruction of whatever may be inside. Yes, Pyro Cat can.
Does the stonework look familiar, like what we've encountered
Well, the problem is,
in the other
the
locations?
problem is you're looking at the back side of it, remember? You're looking at the side that went against the dirt. Like, imagine a room that's been built into the ground and you're looking at the outside of it.
Can I see through?
There is a hole
Like,
that
see
is
into the room?
probably a couple centimeters in diameter, and it's pitch black inside.
Oh.
I turn it off for D&D, Pyro.
Am I there?
No, it's only Nivara.
Okay.
Has no one come with me? Like,
I thought
down
we were-
there here?
Yeah.
Oh, if you wish to follow, yeah, but it's very
Well,
slow.
then
I thought she was doing the ritual, so we didn't follow until.
Okay,
If
that's fine.
Navarre can't see, I cast dancing lights and put some lights in the room.
Oh, I can do that as well. I was going to, but you've done it for me. Can I see in now?
Make a perception check.
I could just need to see in the room, but yeah, I get it.
But you're looking through a pinhole, remember, like a keyhole.
13?
Inside, you can see there's a lot of water in the room. You can see it reflecting off the lights and bouncing up and creating like a glare effect. You can see on the opposite wall to where you're looking in, you can see a large number of colours. The wall is obviously painted in some fashion. And that's about it at the minute, because you're looking through literally 2 centimetre wide hole.
I can get in there, but it will mean that me and potentially one other person will be there for about enough time that I would need to rest again. But I can get in.
You can get inside.
As long as I can see, I can get in. I don't even really need to see, to be honest.
Well, I can keep this dancing lights up for a while. Do you want to take someone else, or do you? Well, I'll go with you.
Right, I am
No,
going to
I
say, do bear with me, because I need to use the bathroom, so I'm going to go and drop you off.
Okay.
While you plan and facilitate, okay?
I would just basically need a volunteer to come in with me. But it will mean...
Is 1 minute.
We'll be back in a second.
No, I've got dancing lights as well, but we would be stuck here for 8 hours until I would need a long rest to be able to get my 4th level back, but I can get us in there. Or I can get someone in there by themselves.
Okay.
But they wouldn't be able to tell what's going on in there. Does that make sense?
Would volunteer to go with you.
Jacob!
Not Josiah, but he's calling himself Jacob. That's not
Jacob.
That's so fucking weird.
No, it's in Jokers. He's the servant Jacob at the minute. It's his whole in joke. You have to ask. Yeah.
I've
It's up
offered
to you, then.
to go with, so it's yeah.
Okay.
Is there no way of us all going through? Because I feel like we might die.
I could dimension door and then vortex warp, but I would be tapped.
There's no way
It's
of getting the hole open, just wind that hole.
We can't though, they need structural support.
Yeah.
Has anyone else got anything that could work?
I don't do boomy spells.
Well, we don't need
We don't want to boomy.
We need
Yeah, we need like a
Mm-hmm.
or
Misty
stone shape
Step.
or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we could like Misty Step and then try and feed like beams through, and then like put beams through, and then try and it's something, you know.
I don't have Misty Step. I literally only have to get in there Dimension Door, so I can take another person with me, but we'll be stuck in there because I only have 1/4 level.
Killing things. Oh, he would call himself Wade, wouldn't he? If he was being all servant. Anyway, no, he was calling himself Jacob. We'll stick with that.
Fuck that dickhead.
Has Dax got anything or Vlad?
I'm looking.
Killing things. I'm not good at.
Not for that.
I can get in myself because I've got Misty Step.
Okay, so
You've
that's
got
3
Misty
of us
Step.
then.
So we can get
Yeah.
3 in, 3 in, and 3 out. But the only problem is us 3. Unless can you Misty Step back out again, or would you be stuck with us until you long rested?
Oh, I'm stuck there till I've long rest.
Oh, fuck.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that might be a little. I'm sorry, but I feel like us 3 in a small room could potentially be quite destructive in itself. I don't think we'd attack. I just think we'd sit there in silence for 8 hours. It would be real awkward, you know.
Oh, hopefully pursue down the tunnel rather than just fuming in this little box. But hopefully.
It's just a room. I think that's the only thing that we can see at the moment. Well, they think
We can
it's
only
just
see
a room. 'cause it's
one
a
room. Yeah.
I mean, 3 is better than 2, technically, but would Vlad come along?
Yeah, would he be
If I'm
in
asked.
the mood?
I'm fine. If I'm asked, I'll go.
Oh, I'm sound like I don't know if you noticed, Nivara didn't bring it up. She's just gonna let it lie. Does that make sense? Like it's not her judgment to give.
I can plink an illusion in there, but I mean, will it trigger anything? They'll have to have eyes to trigger.
So worst case scenario, let's think this through. Is we can teleport in with Dimension Door, and then go back to the Wade's Rest. So if you guys go back to Wade's Rest because I have the gate on me, I have the cubic gate. There we go. That kind of works out quite nicely, and then we go back there.
Wide is
Oh God! Barnet is not an eye. It's a keyhole. It's literally I'm looking through a keyhole.
Like
no, it's like a keyhole.
Yeah, Barnet's bigger than 4 inches. Come on.
I mean,
holes. I'm just asking.
I can maybe get a Fennec Fox through. Maybe we do that, but then I don't want to kill Kavain. I don't want to kill Kavain.
If the radius of the hole's 4 inches, then maybe.
We could ask Danny. If not, but Danny made it sound like I could barely see in the room. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like it was keyhole. I mean, we can ask him when he gets back. But if not, we can. If I take somebody else in there with me, everybody else goes back to the ship. We can then cubic gate back to the ship, so we're not in there for 8 hours.
Is he alright? Has he got the shits? He's running away. Danny.
Oh dear.
Danny. He's usually like the one that like has no breaks at all and just runs for 4 hours. Like.
Maybe because it's hot, he's drinking a lot.
Possibly.
To be fair, I've not seen him take a drink. Maybe he's needed for other stuff. Maybe he's needed for other stuff. Yes, he has hydration reminders.
Yeah, but I know. Does he actually drink when they happen? Because I think he just says, "I'll do it later." Have I actually seen Danny drink?
Sometimes when I've done it, he'll drink. Sometimes he won't.
So I've seen a can. I've seen a can when he's at the gaming club. I must have.
Oh yeah, I've seen him drink a number of times. Yeah. Is everyone going next Saturday, by the way? What's the plan?
Yeah, I don't know. Stuart!
Yes.
Stuart! Oh, Stuart!
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 We summoned him!
Danny?
No, don't leave us! Stuart!
Stuart!
Stuart! No!
Look to the computer, Stuart. Not over there.
No, we need you, Stu!
Stuart, we need you!
Stu!
Stuart, we need you for a second!
Stu, this is a genuine question, you muppet. Look at
We're
us.
not trying to offend you. We're just asking you a question.
We need to question Stu.
Yes.
Come back,
Stu.
Stu.
Stuart.
Come back. Da, 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 da. Stuart, come back. Da, da, da.
Nice.
Oh, he doesn't want to be on live TV. That's a problem.
Oh,
It's
It
every
nearly
other
worked.
stream. You see him
Why-
laughing in the
What's that?
background.
It's
You
a
have him on-
chicken. It's a chicken.
I have him on Discord. Do you want me Discord him? What are we asking him?
Stu, put a thumb up.
Chicken
Can we
on Danny.
Discord you?
Where's Danny? It's like
Discord
half an hour till the end of the stream.
Yeah, I'll just. What are we asking Stu?
Is he okay?
Yeah.
He's fell
I
in the
don't know, I
toilet,
just
isn't
think-
he?
Is Danny okay?
Are we asking him this the all day? Is that what we're asking him?
Yeah. Oh, Stu!
Stu! What are we
Stu!
asking Stu? What are we
Ask me
asking
how Danny
him?
Stu. So what is Stu doing? I think Stu's
I don't know.
What are we asking
I don't
him?
genuinely know why you were asking him. I just felt like someone saw him and everyone started shouting his name.
I thought we were going to
Oh,
ask him
Stuart.
something.
No, I was asking you guys, and only half of you answered, and everyone else ignored me.
Chicken on
What
Danny.
are we
like-
asking him?
To make sure
I was
Danny's
asking you.
okay.
I already know your answer.
Oh yeah, me. Yeah. Oh,
Danny's
yeah,
fine. He's a grown adult man. Pretty sure he knows where the toilet is and how to come back.
course.
Oh, hope he does.
Well, how interesting.
And
Wow. Oh,
is it
actually-
really bad if I
Mhm.
don't take Polar? But that's only because of your track record, Polar. Nothing else. Like, I
Right.
need someone who's a
I
little
am
bit more
fully
deadlier with
I
me.
am fully aware of my skill. I will not be
Sorry.
offended.
I need a protector, is what I
Actually,
need, not another intelligent.
Actually, if we wait for content, 'cause Danny's gone. Rose and Matt can blind react to like my slightly offensive joke yesterday.
Oh,
Send it
no.
Oh, God.
no.
Then,
What?
Oh. Bit Harambe.
What?
Wait.
Are you
Wait,
sending it to us rather than saying it?
I've sent it to Facebook.
Oh, I probably
Matt Rose
watched
group.
this.
Have you already seen it?
I was watching live, I think.
Oh, that bit. Then I was seeing a news report.
Yes.
Stuart, do you want to hear a joke?
Stu.
Stu,
Stu.
Ben's got a joke. Can he send it to you?
I think Stu usually edits these, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. But I was
He
there.
He was a fucking Chad when he did the Sampies.
Don't be.
Sampy sound alert. I feel like eventually it's just going to be all my voice on his sound alerts just to torture him. But
I think it will be.
Full Ben.
yeah.
Nobody
That's
wants
the
a full Ben. Jesus.
Oh no! Don't go full band. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Well, it's full Ben or full Liam.
Oh.
Oh.
Exactly.
I feel like they're different. I feel like I don't know how they're different, but they are
It's
different.
a different mood.
Right, I am
Definitely.
back, guys.
Hey!
Apologies for ditching twice, but I am back.
How big?
Are you okay?
So,
I'm just traumatized.
Yeah,
Right?
we're getting worried, Danny.
No, all it is, I think it's just trapped wind, honestly, because it's my stomach that's hurting.
Oh, bless
Oh,
you.
a bit of gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've took one of the,
It was poo.
I've took a Windies capsule. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can't see the joke as well because I've got too many things running at the same time. So it was
okay.
like my
No
internet was
worries.
struggling. I'll watch it after.
Yeah,
Promise.
we
I'll
can-
watch it
We can
after.
get a blind react after. It's fine.
What?
Yeah.
yeah, cut this from the.
It won't
You
get
should.
cut.
Stuart was
Nothing
mean
gets
to
cut.
us.
Nobody wants this on YouTube.
Well, that's
No,
not
I-
my problem.
Danny, you know my news report from yesterday? I sent it Rose as a blind react, but she's going to watch it later.
Oh no.
So how big is this hole, Danny?
Right. The hole in the floor, it goes down about 6 feet.
How wide?
It is wide enough for 2 people to be stood by side, but that's about it.
What do you mean? Like, to
And then there's a little hole.
And then there's
next to
the
it.
wall that they've like uncovered with a hole that's been drilled into it that you're looking into.
And that's like a keyhole.
I've sent like
Yeah.
dancing lights down, which I believe gives me
It's
3.
probably about as wide as a £5 coin.
4.
Okay.
Is it 4?
Yeah, so you're basically looking through a hole that's about the size of a £5 coin into a room that's now being lit by dancing lights.
Cool. So I think the best way to do this is I will take somebody in there with me, someone who's a little protector, shall we say, more blades. No offense, Paula. I know you, Olgar. I know you
draws my
suggested,
rapier.
but
I will
I
protect
you're
you.
the same as me.
I draw
Yes.
my rapier and then shrug. It's like, yeah, fair enough.
Mistress E, surely it's perfectly safe in there. If you have a means to get in, then I would surely bequeath you to do so, right?
I'm going to, but I need a companion.
I will protect you, mistress.
I will be more than happy
Come.
to accompany you if you need.
It is all right. My assistant has assisted. Will assist.
I will. I'm Val's.
Cool.
Kind of looks disappointed, and you can almost feel a slight envy.
Next time, I can do this tomorrow. We'll be back. The rest of you, if you want to head back to the ship, and I will see you there soon.
Be back.
Or you can
If something goes
stay
wrong,
in the camp.
I'm starting to like make the hole bigger. Is it rock?
Okay.
No.
You can
You
stay here
mustn't
then.
destroy the ruins. We could lose valuable, vast amounts of history here.
I understand completely.
You won't know what that history is.
We will
unless
not
you
be
get
in trouble.
We
Listen for my message.
Oh,
I can
God,
send you
me
a
and mistress
message.
will be okay. But you may stay here to watch if you want. It's just.
Is that an order?
I can't order you. I'm just Miss C's servant.
Well, I'm looking at either of you.
Yes, just stay here. It is fine. And then if we are not back, or you hear me tell you to go back to the ship. Okay?
We'll stay here.
So kind of. No.
Oh, sorry.
Back?
Yep. Are we fucking off back to the ship then?
Yeah.
That's a map question, not a polar question.
You can stay here in the camp. It doesn't matter. It's just that's my plan is to go back to the ship when we've done our. I'm very sorry, guys. I can't take all of us.
We'll stay close.
Yeah,
So stick around in case.
Yeah, I'll send you a message, or if we're not back within a couple of hours, go back to the ship. I am really sorry. I just can only take me and somebody else. That's literally it.
It's fine.
And she'll kind of hold her hand out to Desire. Are you ready?
Yes, mistress.
Okay, I'll grab him then, as soon as he doesn't move.
Well, you'll
Grab
limply
his
put his
arm.
hand out. As I said, this is a completely different persona. Like, it's like he's definitely like more submissive in this.
And
role.
breedable.
No, it's up
That
to
is a
Navarro.
fucking tune, if you've heard it.
Paula
That's
can
a
confirm.
fucking tune. Stop it! You keep with this. Oh. I don't like this version. I prefer it when he fights a little bit. I feel Naya might like it when he fights.
Oh, Naya likes the fight. Got it.
Yeah.
Desire does as well. He's just making a point at this minute.
So
He's just
You
making
see,
a
there's
point.
a little bit like, and she'll grab your
so
hand and
reaching out,
cast-
touching him, touching you. Sweet Caroline.
Sweet.
See,
Yeah,
Navarro,
I then going to cast Dimension Door and go like 10 feet, basically into the room, please. Taking myself and Josiah.
And with a large splash and slosh under your feet, you both, with a instantaneous whoosh of energy, are projected into that room. You land in the water that is surprisingly deep, because you thought it was maybe just a pool of water, but no, it's you are
Water.
treading water. Like, it's not just like a 2-foot deep puddle or like flood. You are instantly like sploosh. Around you, what you see is mostly worn, artistic murals, water damaged for the most part, as obviously at different points in time, water has leaked in here and flooded this chamber. But what you do see is you see where the hole was. So, like, imagine your back is to where the hole in the wall is. To your right, about 2 foot beneath the water, you can see what looks like to be something affixed to the wall. And with the water refraction and the shine and shimmer coming off the glowing lights, you can't really tell what it is. And obviously with the water being disrupted, it's just muddied completely. You can see
I cast,
there is something there.
Mage armor on myself, please, as well, once we're in there. So I don't forget.
I would like to shout down the hole, like, are you okay?
I will message back going, we just got in here. Don't worry, I will keep him safe.
Okay.
I'm going to cast dancing lights in to try and, like, go to where, you know, the muddy thing is and just kind of, like, get a better look at it as I'll start swimming towards
it looks
that
like
area.
to be something that's, like, you can kind of, like, push yourself down enough to reach down with your hand. You can feel it's like a box that is, like, affixed to the wall. You can feel that there are seams around it where it's, like, slotted into the wall a little bit.
Looking around, you said the artistic renditions. What am I seeing?
Water damage. I said they were mostly ruined by probably decades of water damage.
Is
a
there
lot
an
of the
exit?
colour
Like,
has
can
been
I see
ruined
doors?
and run. Make a perception check.
Because I'm guessing we're further up. Like, this
No,
is a room that's been submerged.
You've gone teleported forward, like into the wall at the same height, and then you've dropped probably about 3 or 4 feet and splushed in the water. You're not terribly
If I
far
can't see
down.
it. Yeah. See any doors?
No, not at the minute. Not with the water being disrupted so heavily and the glowing light basically creating like a discotheque in here because it's like bouncing all the light off and shimmering.
Glance.
It's creating a really although the light is helpful, it is really, really problematic at the moment at the same time.
I'll go to the box then and kind of punch a bit against the wall, try and pull it out slowly.
You try to pull it and it doesn't seem to give any, but it feels like it can be pushed in.
I'll look at Josiah and go, we could die any minute. This clearly could be a trap.
Perception. How far away are they from the hole?
Oh my god.
I'm listening at the hole.
Give it a go.
You can hear them like perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
They're literally about 4 foot from you, max. They're literally the other side of about a 6-inch wall, and they've dropped down about 4 foot where they've basically splushed into the water. That's it.
Right, so I can hear that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Paula didn't want anything to do with either of us, or Uldar or whatever, and now
I don't want you to fucking die, though.
It was so
Are you sure about that?
She was being sardonic, like, Jesus, like, they could die any day. It doesn't really matter.
I'm allowed to care.
I push it in at this point. If Josiah doesn't do anything, she'll just kind of, like, push it in.
Go ahead.
Oh, shut up.
Go ahead, mistress.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
Strength. That'd be a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
with
That'll
absolute
fucking do.
ease. Because it is old, it is full of mud and gunk. It was intended to be a struggle, but not for a woman with a purpose and a goddamn fervour for intrigue.
I think Josiah pissed her off so much she just like angrily.
No, I think it's the intrigue. I think when
I'm on the chase. I'm on the hunt
when
for
an acute
knowledge.
mind of discovery is tickled, it is very rampant, and with an interest into what this tiny room with this box can do, you push it in, and you feel the water beneath you begin to drain. As
I'm going to head towards the wall and get Josiah to do the same. Like she puts her hand across, and then we'll move as it submerges, just so we're not about to fall onto anything. Like usually by the walls, there's not
the only thing that was in the room
danger
to hold on to. You've just pushed into the wall.
Right. Okay.
I guess
And
we're
it's less.
trying to get back up
We're
against
gonna.
the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not gonna like. There's no like daggers or anything like that. We're not gonna disturb what was there because usually walls are. They're already ruined. Does that make sense? I just don't want to damage what's in there. But like, I know we're not going to fall on it as well because it's going to empty out, isn't it? And we're going to move slowly down as it descends.
Well, if you let me finish.
Okay, sorry, Danny.
The water starts to empty out as a seam begins to apparate in the middle and the two parts of the floor begin to separate. The reason why you can see this is because you can see a glowing purple light from underneath. The water's not draining. It is being removed.
Oh.
And as you are both kind of like you know when you watch a plug hole being drained and you see that like whirlpool. A slight whirlpool happens as you are both slowly like whirled around a bit and pulled into rather quickly because the doors open more and more and more till they're fully open to the point the entire bottom just like the water just drops instantaneously. And can you both roll Constitution saving throws? Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is because of the water, like, you know, the forces of the water.
Swirliness.
Yeah. This is more making sure you don't fucking swallow a bunch or whatever. Which both of you are fine. Josiah a little less so, but you know, that's what happens when you have assistants. They're weak.
Possum boy.
Instantaneously, as you fall into this purple light, and you all see the light purple glow from inside and then just vanish after a few seconds as
I'm in here like draining water.
you both hit the floor into like this now large tiled wet floor with a thud in the complete darkness, sopping wet, and you can hear all the water just like spreading out across the floor.
I would like to summon my lights, my dancing lights, which appear as like little golden, like elven, intricately carved lanterns, and just have them move up a little bit. Are you okay, Josiah?
Yes, but okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, thank God. I was hoping that knocked it out of you. Don't like him.
I think we're fair enough. I was just proving a point for me as is, rather than submissive.
Were you trying to prove a point to me?
I think, yeah. Anyway. What we're looking at.
You see around you, as the lights begin to illuminate the room, you see large, intricate sandstone floors. You do not see the walls nor the ceiling. It is that big in here. As the light spell, I believe, is 15 bright, 15 dim. You will
so it's not light, it's dancing lights. This is, I can move it for up to 120 feet of these globules, so move it out.
You notice,
then
you notice the wall probably reaches about 70 foot high, maybe. And the walls around you seem to go on for an age. But as you're trying to figure, you start at the top and then work your way down. As you start looking for the walls, you notice at your feet, as you start hearing the crunches and the breaking of bone, as you are currently stood on a large pile of bones. Long since dead.
Like, is this bones like hundreds of years old, or like bones that are millennia old?
Yes, there are both.
Oh.
a random hello from the hole.
Nothing happens, at least to these two. But you notice that you hear whirring of like stone gears grinding.
Who hears that?
Both of you two do, very faintly in the dark ahead of you. Like, this is after you kind of like arrange yourself and you kind of like just take in this horrid sight for a moment where you're probably stood on hundreds of corpses.
Why couldn't they hang up a nice picture? It's always a fucking charnel pit.
And you hear just in the distance
Have you been to many of these?
Well, we've been to the fucking experiment, bones in the cages. The Yonti
are
just
fucked up.
really daft, don't they? Yeah.
That's evil.
Big difference here, though. As you take a moment to really inspect the bones that are now wet and, like, shimmering. It's not just humanoid bones that are here. You would
Like
also
animals?
see larger snake bones. Like, the spinal bones of a snake. But much bigger, belonging to much bigger creatures.
And we hear what? Close your eyes. And she'll like literally put her hands over his eyes and like close her own and just listen.
I mean, I'm going to stop being the submissive person. I thought we agreed that. I'll close my eyes.
Sorry, just large snakes.
It's the
slithering in
bone.
the
It's the
darkness.
bones of, I should say.
Oh, there's bones. So there's not any. I
It's-
can't
it's-
see
it's the bones of large
statues.
What it
snakes,
is,
yeah,
no,
it's-
it's
I can't see petrification.
It's the bones of giant snake creatures that have long. The
What
flesh
I
has
mean
long
is we
since
can-
rotted.
We can hear the sound of something like something
Stone
moving.
gears.
I didn't
turning,
know
yeah.
whether
Gears, yeah.
it's gears, right? Okay. My worry was that basically something was coming out of a hole. It felt very Harry Potter. I'm not gonna lie. You know?
Yeah. There were some
Yeah.
secrets. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, Naya would know what basilisks are. Of
Um,
course she would. There would be like
You dancing
statues in
lights. Do you
places.
have them just spread around you at the moment?
Yes, I imagine that I'm like moving them to try and see if I can spot where the sound are. So like moving them in and out, like
Yeah, because each
trying
light
to find
can
out where
create
it's
a
coming from.
10-foot radius, so you've got like 4 little
Mhm.
10-foot blobs that are patrolling around and moving around.
Exactly. But I will open my eyes again and go, it might not be that. Can I see?
You can. What are you looking for?
Can I see? I'm looking for something mechanical. Like, you said I can hear gears moving,
Stone
right?
gears whirring. It's roughly ahead of you.
We walk blindly into danger.
Sounds like, yep, that's what I usually do.
Moving forward and shuffling and crunching past the dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of corpses.
Naya doesn't go near any of the snakes. Like, she will vividly move around them.
It's all
kinda deal.
intermingled.
Oh.
It's a. It's almost like this room is used as a dumping ground for corpses of any kind, and you basically just hit the plunger to send you here.
Yep, this is a burial mound. That's
Mm-hmm.
But
not a character.
moving forward, you can hear the stone whirring getting louder, as you can just start to make out with the dancing lights as you move it further and further ahead. You can start to see where the floor is moving and oscillating ever so slightly, and you can see the bone piles just being gently coerced into a certain side of the room by the floor and the whirring.
This isn't a grinder, is it, Navarre? I don't want to dive with going to a fucking grinder.
If needs be, we can teleport out. Don't worry. We have the cubic gates.
Don't mind.
But you
dying
mean that it's
battle,
being
but-
shifted
Like,
towards
the
different
floor
area?
is almost like in the sections of stone tiling, it's like moving like a snake's body does on the floor, and you just watch as the bones are being gently just moved along the floor.
Is it like when you put stuff on, like, you know, a till? Is it doing that thing,
No,
or they're moving ahead? Am I getting this?
No, it's the tiles are actually moving up and down in like a wave motion, like how a snake moves, and it's kind of making the bones fall and cascade in that direction. And you can hear that the whirring of the gears coming from underneath the floor where this is happening.
I'm guessing I will get a little closer to move it forward and just try and see if I can see anything. I don't want to go into the area yet where this is happening, but just like if I need to get a bit closer to the tippy edge, I will do it.
Yeah, as you get closer, like the dancing lights are over it and looking around it, and you're looking from probably like, what, 30, 40 foot away maybe? And as you get a bit closer and a bit closer, just to get a better look, you notice after a while the mechanism stops and all the tiles go flat. And then you'll watch as a small portion of the wall opens, and you can see that there is a fire the other side, in which the bones are being again coerced into where they are incinerated, slowly. The process is very, very slow to burn bone to ash, but looks like this is like some method of disposal for these bones.
What?
Where the bone? Can we see where the bones are coming from? Like where they're being dropped from?
Where you started.
So there's no other hole. So we've like.
There was where you started. There was no hole.
Yeah. And then we activated the thing.
You were dropped what seems to be very roughly in the center of this room.
Can we see?
Can I see?
There anywhere in this room, like other holes, like where this is, like where we could get back up, like somewhere else?
Like an alcove or something?
Yeah,
Perception
is there
check.
something?
Whilst he's doing that, can I be looking for anything that isn't just bone? Like, is there recent...
Yes, I get what you mean.
bodies?
I do not see.
Yeah.
I get what you mean, Rose. Yeah, can I have a perception check, please?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for something that isn't just bone. 21.
Okay, Josiah, unfortunately having a look around, without the control of the dancing lights to light up where you wish to look, it is very difficult to perceive anything that might be useful. And currently, your mistress is being a hog with the light. Which, in the opposite side, is making Nivara's job incredibly easy. As she's able to scan over the mounds and mounds of, like, bone and different things. You do eventually come across a small pile of rotting and decaying corpses, actually, in one corner of the room. You do see that they are currently nude and very dead and very, very rotting.
Can I guess when? Like, when they might have died? Was it days or weeks or
that
months?
would be a medicine check. And now, the other question
I know
is,
it's recent,
how much
but...
are you willing to go on this? Are you going to really get up in there and hands-on, or are you just peeping from afar?
I'm guessing I don't, because I got a 4.
Yeah. Well, it affected the DC,
We
but...
brought Vlad with us. Yeah. I'm guessing I would get closer, but at the same point, I'm not that accomplished with decomposing corpses.
Yeah, the
it's not
problem
my
is,
area
once
of
a body's
expertise.
at a certain stage of putrefaction, specifically black putrefaction, it becomes increasingly and incredibly difficult to tell a rougher timeline. But the fact that they're not skeletons tells you it's not hundreds of years, but the fact that they're not fresh tells you it's not weeks. It's somewhere, probably a few months, maybe to a year, maybe longer. It's hard to tell.
Looking at the fire that's happening, is there anything like lighting up? Can I see basically arcane wires? Like, do you know what I mean? Like heading up. Like, can I tell that?
Yes, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
This is a boiler. Like, can I see something like
Well, actually,
energy
you
being
would
transferred.
have seen it actually because the fire is producing its own light. You would see that there are blue, very faint blue glowing lines that surround the fire hole in the wall, and they seem to go up about 3 or 4 feet and then they disappear into the wall.
Oh.
Josiah, make a perception
Yes.
check.
Okay.
This is as Nivara is inspecting dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's more focused now on the fact that she's seeing these lines go up. Does that make sense?
Rolls at the minute, yeah.
What you notice,
Did you
Josiah...
get advantage?
No. What you notice is, as you kind of like look around and you're watching Nivara, like, and also keeping a faint eye around her in case anything like jumps out from the pile. Like you're almost getting an envisionment of like all these skeletons rising up and like an army just like swarming you like a mass. You wasn't quite ready for the bit of light that came behind you as something or someone slinked into the room through a door. You do notice it, however, once they're already relatively close and you can hear the rattling and shifting of bone as someone or something is probably about 15 foot away from you in the darkness.
Navarro, not alone.
She'll go around and like move her lights to illuminate whoever it is, like as quick as she can do.
Looking over, you see a man with a mohawk, dressed in a similar, like with gaunt features and green eyes. You can see with arcane etchings in the side of his skull and wearing like a tunic that is brown in colour.
Yep. The little Yuan-Ti. Right?
That is right. Gol.
Oh. It's you.
Hello.
I'm surprised when I heard triggers of movement in this room. But Gissa did warn that you would all be making moves. You'll notice at this point, after he does this, he blinks and his eyes flash yellow and then they're glowing with a faint shimmer.
Cool, I will move towards Josiah a little bit and it'll feel like her hand go onto his arm, like almost like prepping in case they need to go.
You'll watch as you do that. He does give a smirk.
Is it Gissa we are talking to now or still dull?
It is me. I am working on her instruction. She told me to inspect the mound as we thought someone was poking around. She told me to take preparation, and I have done just that.
She is here?
She is.
Why?
Because you have just entered our home.
Just forgive us. We thought all the Yuan-Ti were dead, but you seem to be back, taking all these places back.
Make a perception.
Do an anti-magic sphere.
I will get to you in a second, Ben.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
14. Can I tell him casting magic at the moment?
What was that? Sorry.
Can I tell that he's casting magic at all? I should be able to hear or see him unless he's got subtle spell.
Yeah, you should, but you can't. You feel a connection to a lot of your abilities has been severed. Same goes for Josiah.
Well, no, when he was casting anti-magic field, which is what you're saying that he's doing, we should have been able to see that something was happening. That's what I'm asking. Like, could I have stopped it?
He wasn't casting a spell.
Cliffhanger?
Yeah. I think that'll be a cliffhanger because I forgot, I didn't notice the time. As you both feel that as his eyes look over you, you notice and feel a difference in your powers as they diminish and fade instantaneously. This happened when the eyes began to glow. And we'll leave it there. So, those watching here on Twitch, I do appreciate it, and thank you for sticking with me in this session. It's been a bit of a roller coaster of emotion. We even had a little cheeky cat cam during. I am going to go and talk to what I think is a very concerned and confused Rose. Because
I can hear the concern. The silence is concern.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I will answer them.
Yeah,
but
because if it's literally weird,
but
fucked.
For those watching, I appreciate it. The next stream is going to be tomorrow, where I will hopefully finish Horizon Zero Dawn. See you later, guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.